Let's dox him. Oh.
I will be joining us late.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, continue ship hosting then for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
It's amazing how this
maybe
entire
2 seconds.
Yeah, it's amazing how this entire conversation, which we will not go back into, audience members, hi, started from me going, oh yeah, the crafting list at LARP has changed.
Yeah, because we're talking about.
Why is your place so dark, Wolfie?
Oh, it's not dark. The sunlight is directly behind me, so I look
It's
like a
dark.
demon.
This darkness.
I mean, I can
See
turn
the outline of your head.
I can turn the light if you like.
There
It's-
you go.
It's because there's an actual backlight. Because we removed... It was ages ago. We cut down the tree that was directly outside the window. So there is actually a backlight now, because there used to be a massive tree that was just there.
Fair enough. Just looked at your camera and was like,
I am
half
God!
red, all black. You're not there. It's like a fucking silhouette.
Yeah.
And he's gone. He's cast. Disappear.
I had a scroll. I've got invoke. It's fine.
Yep.
Actually, that's a point. What scrolls do I currently have left? I've still got them. They're in my wallet. Because that's where you obviously keep scrolls, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple full cure ancestrals, but
Fatal, Embody Unliving, Fatal again.
yeah, you got all the cool ones. I got the
And another
I got the
Embody
figure
Unliving.
ass.
Well, I got rid of my smite because I blew up a Death Knight with it.
So there's no real point in us actually buying too many scrolls now.
No, scrolls are useful. Scrolls are still useful.
Yeah,
Because
I
they're
mean,
consumable. It's items that aren't consumable that are going to be fucking useless this year.
all right, so we're not gonna be able to keep as our group of the natural weapon fighters.
No, here's the bit. We're still probably going to make bank from natural weapons on account of the fact that they cost virtually nothing.
Yeah.
Thus meaning, people might go, I got a gold. Why not buy it? Our market strategy at LARP, by the way, is effectively to sell people sticks, random bones, and rocks at a premium so they can beat people to death in-game with them.
We arm them like the grung.
We arm them like cave people, and it makes us money.
Well, I'm glad you clarified it in game there.
I have to, it's on Twitch.
Yeah, because the whole broken legs thing.
Let's not go back.
Alrighty then.
Yep.
Speaking of arming the grung,
Yeah, Grung.
before we get back into it, though, people need a run over of the encounter. Just a quick refresher of what the rules were, where we were at, etc.
I think we've been run over enough.
Lou is sober. Everybody else apart from me is hammered. Stab the frog. The more hammered you get, the more damage you do to the frog. Also lick the frog. It's always a good idea.
Oh, frog, always greater.
Oh yeah, what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't forget, also, several of you do have effects and features on you from the grung. Do you
I don't
all
know
have
what you're
them written
talking
down?
about.
I remember one of mine, but I can't remember my other one. I know if I sneeze, I make a clone of myself. And I know I have a different
I
one,
have
like-
no control of my emotions. That's right.
Oh yeah, you're emotionally unstable.
Well, that's
Am
because
I
you
Nemo?
only have
I've
the
got
one
any.
Alvina.
Oh, do I only have one? Perfect. I was like, do I
Only
have
one.
a second one?
Jones, I think, only has one, which you can't sign the sight of blood. Abigail has one, but has ran away because of it. The point has two. Let's see. Lou has one. You can no longer control your emotions, so I'm going to need a lot more drama queen from you today, Neil. So really ham it up.
Stop crying immediately.
Alvina's got one. Oh, actually, Jones has two more, because Jones's name looks very similar to Zormir's next. And Zormir has 4.
Oh yeah, he's bald
Right.
now. He's completely bald because his hair turned into fire.
I turned to fire.
Oh no, Alvina does have
No
two.
one believes
Alvina
what
does
I
have two.
say.
I mean, it does have
No
two,
one
and
believes what I
the other one's
say.
just not relevant.
You gotta laugh.
Oh yes, the illusion.
I gotta
gun, yeah,
laugh.
see it there.
Yeah.
What's the?
Yes.
Well,
You
talking.
giggle uncontrollably. Your hair turns to fire. Fire. No, that's Jones.
Fire bad.
Everyone believes you are lying, even if you do not. And your skin has become extremely sticky.
Oh yeah.
You are now
Sticky.
bald and covered in goo in your armor, thankfully.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back into the mansion, there is a couch you can hide in there.
Good. Me? Hide? No, never.
But with that, let's do a quick voice check and mic check. Voice check. Make sure all of your voices are palpable enough.
Hello!
You can each give me a short sentence
Hello.
as to what you remember most from either this last encounter or this arc in general. Your choice. Who knows? Don't care. Alrighty then, Alvina, why don't you start us off? Say hi.
Howdy, I'm Wolfie Bane. I play Alvina, the designated driver currently in the group, I guess. The one who's actively not drinking. What
No,
this?
I
I'm
think
gonna
you're
go.
more the designated frat person who's making everyone else drunk.
Yeah, I did set the forest
Yeah,
on fire.
yeah,
I did set the
driver.
forest on fire as well. Hey, I'm a good pilot at least as well. Remember the Phoenix fight?
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not. It's just how sober Lou is.
You're against your will, though. That's not it. Yeah, this current fight has been hilarious, and we've been going, get the debuffs! And I think I rammed 4 different people into tree stumps. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure.
Well, definitely the Point and Gwent.
And Zormir, because that's why
Zormir.
Zormir is no longer on fire. Because I rammed them bodily into a tree stump full of alcohol.
Zormir contested it.
Yeah, you failed.
Yep.
It's fine, you're no longer on fire.
Quite rare.
You're no longer on fire, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, Zormir. What happened last time?
We found out we need to drink to beat this thing up, and we proceeded to start doing that, which was failing miserably for a lot of us for quite some time, until Alvina got a hold of us and rammed our heads into trees.
It functions. Support
Yes.
barbarian.
It works, don't complain.
We also picked up some interesting traits. Some of us interesting traits haven't really affected some of them because they're not visual. I
Yeah.
think.
It's gonna be really weird when you take your armor off and we find out you're bald. Completely. One, you're a giant
Third-degree
baby.
burns all over.
If I can even take the armor off now because I'm sticky.
We'll peel it off.
Ugh.
We'll get a what's it called? A plaster scraper and just peel you out of it.
You can't. I can't be forced
Many,
to
many
remove
wet
my
wipes.
armor.
Well, there's
No,
another
I-
solution for that. You're gonna have to build your armor from scratch. I'm sorry, but
You can't take it off.
we can destroy it though.
I cast disintegrate.
Yeah, I mean, that would work. I wasn't thinking that, but I mean that would work. And Zomir is dead, actually.
Blue's emotions had swung that badly.
That they have. That they have. Alrighty, Fukyu. Say a little bit.
Fucky spent most of his time in a barrel.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot.
Trying to
About
get
Up and in a
drunk
barrel.
and- Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Just jump in the keg.
And stealing shit as well.
Oh yeah, he was
It really
robbed.
worked eventually.
It did.
Yeah, there's nothing worth stealing here. It's a grung camp. Got some lovely sticks.
It's a nice shaped rock.
That's a nice rock.
That's a nice boulder.
Alright then,
Ain't no charisma rock though.
on to Gwent. Gwent, how you doing?
I miss Charisma Rock.
We still got him.
Still have Kurt.
We didn't lose him.
He's just
Some
I thought it was in my
Yeah.
bag of holding.
Probably.
Yeah.
I know we haven't gotten
Well,
rid of him.
Placed into a tree by Alvino. That's about what I remember.
Aren't you on the verge of death? Are you like 4 or 5 levels of exhaustion?
I mean, I'm quite high on the exhaustion,
Oh,
but I've got
Zormir is
38 hit
completely and
points.
utterly pissed.
Yes, you are 4 levels of drunk.
Borderline jaundice.
Oh, levels of
At 6 levels, you die.
yeah.
FYI, Gwen, I don't have the power of resurrection.
It's okay. The two people with the power to bring people back from the dead are the ones who are very, very drunk.
So they're gonna bring someone back from the dead. We don't know who.
I'm going to resurrect the big grung if he dies. That's my plan.
He might be already dead. He's a spirit. What happens if you cast resurrection? Does that kill him?
You'll find out. Lou Grimm, you're as the only sober member of the party who isn't absolutely deranged.
That's questionable.
How are things
Yeah,
coming
fair.
from your perspective?
Not very good.
Oh,
No matter how hard try to get drunk, I can't.
you got drunk very briefly and then critically failed and threw up.
Yeah. Which released all the toxins and
Yeah.
made me better again.
You're
No
cured.
hangover.
You're cured.
Yeah.
Your body detected a poison and evacuated your systems off.
Yeah, because I'm resistant to poison.
You're resistant.
You've got a very well maintained body. I don't know what to tell you.
You're resistant to poison, have advantage on
Kick
saves
my
against
ass,
poison,
boy.
and has the highest con save in the party.
Mhm.
You're not really set up for success in this case.
You thought Gwen had abs of steel? Look at Lou.
You got a liver of
Yeah,
steel.
he
You
was
got...
made in a shop. That doesn't count.
I don't think it was made in a shop. It was made in a back alley, wasn't it? Didn't we quickly
It
slap
was a university.
it? We kind of slapped it together with what we had on hand.
Yeah, to be fair, Lou's body was created at Bastion's University by the prominent golem engineers, or at least with the help of the engineers, who also created the Platinum Phoenix. So, you know, top of their craft.
Yeah. Which they're definitely going to get a
platinum
better,
abs.
but they're also going to craft. They've also been working on their craft probably because they realised, wait a minute, someone just one-shot a giant phoenix because all the power cells are on the outside.
It's true, it's true. And last but not least, since they've just joined, and they can let me know if they have a mic or not, it's Tomb Pointer, Curse of the L Word.
Hello, I'm literally just logged in.
Yay!
So, yep, last time the point got knocked unconscious, was revived with a cocktail brewed by the god of love and just kind of carried around by Pointbot for this long. So now it
That's
might be an
right.
avatar of love.
Oh yeah, who are you bonded to? You're Jones, right?
Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
very
they're both
glowy.
highlighted on the map.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glowy and doing glowy, eely things.
Glowing.
And aren't you like being able to see in your ASMR form?
Yeah, I'm kind of vaguely in the ASMR form, doing cool stuff.
And see everyone naked, don't you?
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
see?
I
No,
see
you don't
I
see
see everyone
Alvina.
naked.
You see everyone apart from Alvina because it's specifically cloth and armor, and she's wearing leaves. And you can talk to her clothes, I think, because they are leaves.
Oh, yes,
and you
I
have
can
speak
talk
to
to plants,
plants.
What was the other one? I did make notes of all of these.
There's a conversation.
You can't see through Alvina's clothing, but you can talk to her. Yeah.
Exactly. But yes, and I'm Chris McKenzie. I will be your DM for this evening. Welcome back to Alterra, the Shattered Altsphere. Our party are still adventuring through the jungles of Izel, a snake and amphibian infected location in which they have stumbled across a small tribe of Grung, and have decided to have a little party with them. In the midst of that party, a giant Grung warrior spirit has come about and has challenged the players to combat, to which the players have drunkenly accepted. We return on the Grung warrior spirit's turn, with all of the effects recharged. After all, this is a whole new session. Let's see what the Grung wants to do.
Come on, have a go if
He
you think you're hard enough.
surrenders.
Laugh louder. Giggle mode, man. Giggle.
When he went
Ha
like
ha
this.
ha ha ha. It's very silly. He did that.
Let's
Don't
do
It was,
a
yeah.
laugh.
Nice. Good temper.
spinning
Don't make me
sludge
laugh.
attack. So you watch as the Grung, who I actually just need to double check, has taken a little bit of damage. Is not quite bloody, but it's getting close. Raises up onto one of his amphibian frog-like foot. You can see his toes arching so that the base of his foot is no longer touching the ground, almost like a tree planting roots. As he raises his other leg into an almost ballerina pose, he reaches his hands up into the air with his bow and arrow, and he starts to spin on the spot.
This is probably bad.
And then you watch as there is a large cacophony, what can only be described as a sludge-filled sneeze, and wads of grung slime are going to spin out, cascading down like large chunks of hail onto the party, as I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw against a threat they can see.
Is this still the ethereal grung slime? Because I haven't been unaffected by it so far.
It is, so you would still be immune to it.
Okay.
So yourself and Lou are unaffected by this.
Does it get me because I'm so far away? He says, hoping.
Yes, it covers the entire area of the map.
It's raining, it's pouring. The frog goop is pouring.
Oh,
Ooh, double 20s.
Even 20.
Jesus.
I don't know if that's high enough, that's good.
Hey, I don't care. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's good. Let me just double check what their DC is. This is a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, this will be this effect. So this will be a DC 19.
Oh, the disadvantage killed Pop.
I was going to use my last flash.
Oh.
Well, convenient.
Yeah, if you still got a splash. But this is a okay. So those who failed.
Oh crap, mine was meant to be disadvantage as well.
Yes.
Just remembered
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
exhaustion 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move roll
I'll give
again.
us a little-
Just roll
little
one more,
roll,
yeah,
see
it's
what
easier,
happens.
right?
Okay, 18.
Oh, yeah, that does fail, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, those who failed, you are kind of stuck to the ground by this sticky, snotty substance. It's a little bit more viscous than the normal smooth grung slime. There's little kind of knots in it.
Ew.
Little bit extra crust in there.
Ew.
But for those who are hit, you are, is it restrained? Yes, you are effectively grappled and restrained to the spot. You can use a strength check to escape the binding ooze. And for those who also failed, give me a wisdom saving throw, because this is still the grung slime, and it does have a grung effect on it.
Debuffs, debuffs, debuffs.
Yes, and don't forget any disadvantages
Oh,
as
crap.
required. Is it only
That's fine.
fuck you that has failed?
Oh, yeah, because Bob flashed it, so.
Oh, that's fair. To be fair, it's a DC 19, so the point does also succeed on the actual dex save. Oh, wait, did you do a dex save?
That was the wisdom save. I failed the
It was
dex.
wisdom.
Oh, yeah,
You
but
did
yeah,
fail.
point did fail Dex.
Only Glenn passed.
Zome passed because he flashed it. Very specifically, because he flashed it.
Okay. Okay, and Fukyu succeeded on the wisdom save, so you are restrained, but you are not affected by the effect. Point got a 12 in the wisdom save, so roll me a D100.
That's point bot, but yep, still.
Point bot, you roll me a D100.
Ooh.
39.
39.
Wait, is Pointbot drunk? Pointbot isn't drunk, right?
Oh no, Point was sober. So yeah.
Pointbot is unaffected by this effect because I'm not actually
Oh.
tracking Pointbot.
Mm.
I guess I should
Point
probably
does
add
not have a mouth, therefore
Can't
cannot
drink.
get drunk.
Yes, because it's only for individuals who have been drunk and are affected by the spiritual grung.
Okay, it's Pointbot can still move.
Yay!
Right, then it's just Fukyu who has been restrained by the spiritual grung ooze, but has not been affected by its strange grung effect. Alright, that is the grung. I gotta do a recharge check for its next turn, because it's always easier to do these at the end. When does this
And a
recharge?
point is also restrained. They're just not affected by the goop's magic. As well. They got
Yes,
Um,
I'm restrained because I got gooped. I just passed the wisdom save to not get an effect from it.
Oh, is that why you're rolling too?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
rolling for both
point and
characters.
I just assumed you had disadvantage.
I think I do. I was just checking exhaustion, but I failed anyway. So
Yeah, don't matter. What level of drunk are you? Because I think it's 3.
just one.
Oh, you're
just
definitely
one.
not then. So
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
checks.
He's
One is checks. I'm pretty
exhausted
sure.
3.
Okay. Fair.
Okay, but that does recharge, so they do have their slime back for next turn if they want it. But that's their legendary actions, recharge back up to 3. Alvina, it is your turn. You are as sober as a stone.
I don't remember what I was going to plan to do last time, but I can at least try this. This might work. Can I pick fuck you up off the ground and it might break the slime? Because I can't be affected by the slime.
That is fair. Give me a strength check.
Yeah, might work. Pure strength check. Crit. 25 out of 24, damn.
Okay, you find yourself ripped from out of the slime itself. This was an action to do so.
Yeah.
Or I guess a grapple check.
Maybe an attack, I guess.
Yeah, make an attack. Technically, by like base rules, it's an action, but I always hate that rule.
Yeah.
So I normally just make it an attack because it works better for marshals.
Oh.
So that's effectively one of your multi attacks.
Yeah. Nobody else. A point was stuck. I guess I could try it on point as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Strength.
Jink.
20.
2020 succeeds as the point themselves as well, who is slowly descending, having been encased in it in the
Yeah, I
air.
was gonna say. Yeah, I was floating. How do I get?
I can fly as well, so
You
you
still
just...
get hit by the slime.
Yeah, I guess I just, like, shake you, and it flies
You
away.
shake them so violently that it pulls them free of all of the slime attached to them.
Yeah.
Alright,
Good, I
that is
think.
point, but also free and no longer restrained.
Hey.
Anything else for your turn, Alvina?
Nah, I think that's me, honestly. I don't think I... Yeah, I'll think of something to do next time, but I think that's a good point to do. I'm still in melee with it, so you guys have got advantage on melee attacks. Have fun.
What the hell are you doing, Alvina?
Saving him from goop.
Okay.
It looked like goop. I'm assuming it was goop.
All around you, the frogs are
I think it's some
running
kind of
and
mucus.
jumping.
Okay,
I
so
don't, why am I laughing? I don't have the laugh curse.
you just naturally laugh.
No,
Yeah,
it's
It's
effective.
contagious.
You shook him like a little rag doll.
All around you, the grung are running to keep up a circle around the large spiritual, still chanting and hopping and wooting and hollering with their tankards splashing as they bump into each other. But as they pass by the trees, they just scoop out more of this honey mead substance and are still just cheering on the party. Gwent, there is a group of grung rushing towards you to get towards the spiritual warrior. What would you like to do?
I mean, avoid them.
Yeah, you can attempt to do so. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you attempt to weave out of the way of the oncoming onslaught.
Yeah, classically good.
Yep, luckily these are the little grungs, so their DC is not that high. You are able to very easily weave through their passing and are not affected by them on the way.
Hell
Do
yeah.
a couple over here. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Very nice. But they are still hollowing. I
forgot about one thing. I literally just looked through
All
my
right.
notes. I forgot one thing. Okay, Alvina sneezes. I forgot I was rolling a d20 every time I just looked through my notes. There's a second Alvina, made of fire.
All right, there you go. A second Alvina shoots out from original Alvina's nose as a little flamethrower comes out and takes the form off your barbarian.
Now that one's definitely mucus.
Oh god, I'm seeing 4 Alvinas. Too many.
Why does it look like the princess?
Oh. All right. At the well, that was the movement at the end, so that's fine. Point is your turn. What would you like to do?
First of all, I'd like to unmute myself.
Good start.
Always helpful.
So
Yeah.
I'm going after a drink. Is there a tree nearby enough to go and get a drink from, or am I going to have to
I'm
wrestle the
gonna,
grub?
I'm gonna say yes.
There's one under here because that's why we're all congealed here, because I've been smashing people into
Okay.
that one tree. So
Grab drink, down it.
All right. I believe this is a Constitution save for the poison, which I need to go remind myself. Where the hell did I save that DC?
I don't unfortunately have advantage on.
Oh, it goes up each time.
You're
doesn't it?
fine.
So it's
Yeah.
You're fine. He's definitely not 26 on the point.
Yep.
well, that's fair.
Don't take a bonus action to double fist it.
Do
Yep. I also can't remember what the hell happened last time, so we're
Okay,
just gonna start
that'll
a
do.
drink count to 0 again. So this will be your second drink, effectively. Yes. 10, I believe, fails because you're already 2 levels drunk, which bumps the DC to. Was it 212 or did it have a higher base?
Each drink
I think
increased
it
it
went
by
up by
1.
2.
Now each drink increased it by 1, depending on how
On the
many
third,
drinks you'd
yeah.
had.
Hmm.
And on every
3 in a row would.
and 3 in a row, yeah, would
The
screw
fourth
you.
would
Because
be
I was taking 2
contested.
drinks, it's
Oh,
gone up.
that's what these numbers are. Sorry, I've got the DC right there. Points
Okay.
DC is 15. I realized I was like, where? I
Yeah.
was tracking this somewhere. It is. That's what the number is because it goes up with each drink. Okay.
Great.
So points numbers go up to 16 from the first drink, but then you did a DC 10, so that would go up to 17 as well. You have failed, so you gain 1 level of drunk. And that was 2 drinks in quick succession, which is fine for the time being. But obviously, if you spend multiple rounds doing so, you will risk throwing up.
And
I think I'm
currently,
at the optimal at start attacking phase now.
you've got disadvantage on ability checks and speed is halved currently. So you're fine because you're in melee already.
Yeah.
Because that's 3 levels of drunk for the point.
Oh, you're actually at level 3.
Yes, I previously had
level
them at 2.
Okay.
Apparently, your speed was already half, but you
Yeah.
now have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Do melee
To be fair,
attacks. Melee attacks.
Level 2 was still like quarter damage, so it's still quite low.
Yeah, melee
Few
attacks.
spells, but it means they have to dodge.
Yeah, of course.
That's true. But that was your action and your bonus action. At the end of your turn, the large spectral grung is going to stop their spinning and start stomping on the ground at the people around. So let's go ahead and Let's see, can't affect any of those. Well, you know what? The point is still flying and hovering here, so let's see if we can bring the point down to ground. They are going to try and kick you effectively. For a
Ow.
32 to hit the point.
Yeah, that hits.
Just as you're in the air, a massive grung foot comes above you and bats you down towards the ground as you take 20. Now it's physical, so this one changes to bludgeoning because you're actually contacting it, and 3 psychic damage still. So 20 bludgeoning and 3 psychic.
Cruising for a bruising, you bastard.
And then
I stay with 2 drinks.
You're 3. You're 3.
So I stay with 2 drinks in my hand.
Oh! Ah!
Arr. Alrighty, then that was legendary action on Big Grung's part. Pointbot, it is Pointbot's turn.
Okay. Let's see. It's a long way over there.
55.
Can I... Okay, use my action to dash and use... Yep, there you go. Action to dash. And bonus action to pour alcohol down loose throats.
Alright, I see. You do so. Lou, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. You seem to be at DC 18.
Come on, Lou! You'll fail eventually! If we can somehow get you to level 3... Jesus. That's an advantage as well, but it's fine, doesn't matter.
Yep, you are unaffected. Congratulations.
Good God.
Like, how could you not get me drunk with that?
He just bursts into
Hilarious.
tears.
That was Pointbot's dash, and bonus, it is Jones's turn. Jones is going to turn to the point, who is just being bad down. He's going to run over to you and lift you up. The two of you just glowing ever brighter as you come closer to each other.
I've seen this anime.
Yeah, just gaze longingly into his eyes.
I think you explode at the end of this.
No, no.
What was Joe? I gotta go happy puppy voice. Oh no, Point! Point, are you okay, Point?
I'm fine.
Whoa. This one's a real doozy, Point. How do we defeat this?
Gotta get drunk. You can punch it.
Okay, drunk. Jones turns around and jumps into the tree. And is going to start drinking. Let's have a look here. Jones is 13. Why is there an asterisk? What did that mean, Chris? Chris, what did that mean?
This one I have no idea.
2 points, maybe.
Why
Jones
does
has one
Zormir also
level
have an
of-
asterisk?
I think Jones has 1 level of drunk.
You know, I think this is just before I started including. Jones has got 2 levels of drunk.
Let's go with that.
All right.
Okay.
2.
I have no idea what these points are. Was it just that they had effects on them and I forgot
Maybe?
to update more people?
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? They don't mean anything to me. I didn't write anything else down. So they're going down. All right. Jones has got a 30. Oh, I just closed Jones's tab.
For anyone watching this in the future, it's been like 2 weeks since our last session,
Yeah.
so we have fuck all idea of what was happening last time.
I spent the
Enough.
whole session trying to get drunk.
Yeah. At 1 level and then throw it all back up.
Okay, so Jones's DC is 13, so they do succeed on that first one. That bumps it up to 14. The 18 also succeeds, so it bumps it up to 15. As Jones is just slurping up that honey, is now, remember, is still topless and is now covered in honey again. Just like
There's
the
a
day you
sound.
met him.
There's a callback. The original how we met him.
How we met Jones. I didn't watch that. I wasn't there for that episode, so this was really weird coming back to.
Yep.
Covered in
Covered in
honey
honey.
and
We found a half-naked werewolf covered in honey. All right.
Stuck in his own
I
trunk,
I
actually.
leave. I leave for 1 week.
Yes. All right. Well, that's Jones. Jones is drinking. Zormir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
well, I'm gonna make it a bit more interesting. I'm gonna
Yeah. How?
I'm gonna use my destiny to combine both my attacks into one, if at all
Okay.
possible. And I will
Double.
take disadvantage, not getting any advantage from Alvina's thing. And
You've
if
already-
I roll a double,
You've already
Double
got
nat.
Match.
You've got double disadvantage. You've already got disadvantage.
no, I mean I'll actually take proper disadvantage on
Ah.
the roll to
Okay.
see if I double nat 20, it'll double crit with the hit with both. It'll be all my dices.
If you double
I'm
that
gonna-
one, do you hit yourself in the nuts?
basically-
Yeah. What have you like gone into roll 20 and changed the source code or something?
No,
What is
I'm
this
basi-
bit?
I'm
What is this gamble?
basically. I want to just instead of doing 2 separate attacks,
Combined
he's
damage. You want to combine damage.
he's committing all his attack into one
You wanna-
because he's
I'll let you one punch him. It's fine.
Yep, you Pathfinder power attacking him. Let's go.
Yeah.
basically because he's just like he starts off I've been this drunk before. I remember I must be a drunken god or something because I was worshipped by someone. So I'm going all out this time.
I
So
really want to double that one. Please. And please double that one.
he starts fiddling with his weapon and he goes, "Okay, I hope you're ready, you stupid frog. Open punch!"
Double one. Come on. It'd be so funny.
So I'm gonna
Roll with disadvantage, I guess. Yeah.
roll with disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
No.
Takes
And
a
he
12.
just totally whiffs it with the punch. He goes,
Ah!
"What
You just start spinning around.
the-"
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna have a big grung kick you for a 25.
What you trying to do? I
That's
just
it.
thought it'd be a funny bit for this because I was totally prepared to mess with this dude.
I've also checked, by the way. Destiny's was fine. It's not an optional advantage. I just found out my aura, by the way, which can be really bad in certain situations.
It just
Just realised it's not a may. It's they have advantage outright. Ooh, that could be bad. Gotta remember that for the future when we're trying to non-lethal someone we crit.
he just even though he's spinning round, he still
Non-lethal.
blocks the.
Massive damage,
What?
massive damage, though, right?
Well, yeah, but unless you're trying to, non-crit a peasant, I think you're generally fine.
He blocks
Most of the people you
thing,
fight is like 100 max HP at this point.
but he still blocks it because he's on 27 AC.
I like the idea that you like overshoot and do that like drunkard spinning thing, and then just as he comes to kick you, you fall.
Just go prone.
Yeah, and his foot just glides above him as you get yourself back up.
I'm still the drunken god. Bring it on.
Well, apparently. Fuck you. What would you like to do? You have 3 levels of drunk, and we cannot hear you.
And you're not
Ben?
muted.
He's got to this quiet, mumbly stage of drunk.
He's passed out.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
you, he's passed out. Oh,
Sorry.
there you go.
Third.
Right, so Fucky he's already got his giant sword out.
Mhm.
Or giant stone sword even. We're not sure whether magic is actually affecting this thing, is that right?
You're drunk now, so maybe? I think it does.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think we've
It's
actually
up to the
tried
players
any
to
normal
decide.
spells besides spiritual weapon, actually. So.
Because I'm trying to think whether I should try stealing strike on it, but
There's only one of it to know.
It's still a lot of damage.
Yeah,
You
that's
sees
the
too.
Now it just seems like such a waste of the spell.
We're going a long rest after this.
Yes,
yeah.
you. I could throw in additional things. You might not get a long rest because you partied too hard. We'll see.
40 sticks
Maybe
come out
some
of the
of us
ground.
did.
It's a pity you could use
Disadvantage
death.
on attack rolls.
You've got advantage because Alvina as well, so it's neutral.
Ah, yes, so flat
It's a
roll.
because Steelwind is a melee. So
Well, I'm just going to do a regular attack on it.
Mm.
But also throw in, well, if I hit, I'll be throwing in some soul blades and a few of the small.
Shadow Smite.
Oh, so nearly a crit.
Oh, to a 12.
So nearly quit. Unfortunately, it is not, as you miss this giant grung who is just leaping from one foot to the other now. It seems to be mocking you.
Let's give Bob a D12 Bardic Inspo then.
Okay.
Ribbit.
And that'll be me.
Alrighty then. At the end of your turn, it is going to jump upside down onto its head, spin around, and fire an arrow at you.
Miss it.
For a 30 to hit.
Oh.
Ow.
Ooh.
For AC to now, I don't think I can bump it up to 30.
So that is 18 piercing damage because he was using his bow, and 5 psychic damage to fuck you.
Ouch. You hear that, Ben? I heard
Close
it.
again, sorry.
That much damage.
And you got hit by an arrow. By a
Ah.
trick shot. You took
It was
18
an ouchie.
piercing damage and 5 psychic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty then. Gwen, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Get him, Gwen.
Okay. First,
Dagger away.
we're gonna. Don't know why it's holding twice, but that's fine. Mass healing word on myself. Stormir, fuck you. The point.
Point based
Alvin,
on me,
Thank you.
I'm at max.
Ah, well then.
Go on,
Point
Jones.
Alvina, fuck you, Jones, and me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I need some healing, even if it's a little.
Hey, I'll take 11 more health. It's nice.
And then I'm gonna toll the dead on the big gong.
Dong.
All the dead. He is already bloodied. You are drunk. Wisdom saving throw, which he does have proficiency in, is a 19. Meets it and beats it.
No.
Tragic. That was a good
Ah.
roll. That was a good roll as well.
Bardic
It's
Inspo.
shame.
Not Bardic Inspo.
Cutting words.
Cutting Word. No. Silver Barbs.
There you
Silver
go.
bar.
One of them.
I was gonna say, you don't have cutting words.
We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna
21.
avenge them.
Even better. Damn it.
Even better. To be fair, you rolled
Oh,
pretty low
thank
last
you
time.
anyway.
You rolled an 8. Fortunately for you, wisdom is one of his high stats. Alrighty then, that is Gwent's turn. I'm pretty sure I used up all my legendaries. Lugrim, what are you doing? Apparently, a robot is feeding you alcohol right now. It's quite an intimate scene when you think about it.
Robot with robot.
Robot on robot action.
Is it intimate? Or is it just him like jamming a funnel into his mouth and just pouring it in?
Yeah, exactly.
I assumed
Quite
it was
intimate, if you
like a
ask me.
funnel.
That's a sensual robot action.
It could be putting a funnel into his ear so he can drink through his mouth and through the side of his head. I mean, it's going to the same place at the end, right?
Alright, Lou, what would you like to do?
And anatomy of robots.
I know how you built him.
Point, but like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but just doesn't seem to be working. I'm sorry. So if possible, what I'm gonna do is use my destiny to get drunk.
Oh, and kissing back, I was going to think.
Can you use the destiny to just inebriate yourself completely?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Give me a intelligence check.
Dude,
I'm gonna say DC 13.
I was wondering if you're gonna do a strength save to rip out the part of you that's preventing you from getting drunk, like your
God
warning
damn it.
sensor.
Oh.
Well, that would require Lou to know what that is. Which unfortunately, DC 13, unless you're gonna add something to that, you do not have the prerequisite knowledge of how your own body works.
You can't
I'm
wild
a
magic it.
complex character.
Apparently, yeah.
Somebody needs to have the birds and the bees talk with Lou.
You're pretty sure that it can be done. You just don't know how. Would you like to attempt anything else?
Bend luck.
You can't bend luck yourself, I think we checked, remember?
You can not. It's only for other people. You can bend other people's luck. You can use that destiny to re-roll if you would like.
I'll reroll.
You got decent
I
chance.
will
You
allow this.
need to make a
Yeah.
10.
You just need to make a 10. So go on, one more roll.
Intelligence.
Go on,
DC
Lou.
13. If you succeed, you find the switch.
Yes!
There you go.
You were thinking
Okay.
of cookies earlier. Now you've got. Oh, that's where it was.
Now, this is obviously a very dangerous procedure, so Lou, to really up the stakes here, I'm going to let you roll a d6.
What the-
Depending on what you roll will be the level of drunkenness your system is set to.
Oh.
If you roll a 6, you will die and
Again.
accidentally shut yourself off.
Turn off your heart, essentially.
You just-
Four! Four's perfect! Four's perfect! You almost killed yourself, but you didn't.
No, you're not. You're the same level as me.
You tied, yeah.
And
You-
me.
You got level 4.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is a artificial drunkenness, so you cannot get more drunk by drinking. You have effectively impaired your own artificial systems in order to achieve this.
That's fine, that's what I wanted to do.
You will require some form of maintenance in order to reduce these drunken levels at a later date. Everyone else will sleep it off. You need to be repaired.
I will say to the audience, whatever the fuck Lou just did to himself, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't cross the streams.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly and don't turn off your own bodily functions in the middle of a fight to get drunk.
Alright, but that was your action to impair yourself. So that's going to be for now. You do have your movement. You feel free to move on the map up to your speed.
Half your speed.
Half your speed.
Half your speed because you are now swaying.
You have disadvantage on all ability checks, your speed is halved, you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws, your hit point maximum is halved.
Oh yes, do lower your hit point maximum there, Lou.
You're in a real rough spot right now. If you had one more
it
level,
sucks,
you would
Lou.
be reduced to 0 speed.
Down to what?
Whatever's your half. What is your current? What's your max health?
124.
You are now at
62
62 max health, and you can't be healed above that. So if your health is below that, nothing changes. Otherwise, you could massive damage these here.
I don't even think they've been attacked. They've been trying to get drunk this whole encounter.
Oh god, that's even worse for
Through
Lucas.
healing last time, managed to get back up.
Yes, I think they take like 62 damage effectively.
You're in even more trouble because you need to be repaired to go back beyond your midpoint maximum.
We've got
To be fair,
we've got two arcs.
point can easily do it in a
That
short
didn't
Uh,
rest.
work.
Yeah, we've got two.
Once they're sober.
Yeah, but I say we're not gonna let Point do it now, are we?
No, because then Lou wouldn't be drunk anymore.
And at the end of the
Gotta wait
fight,
until
while
the
they're
encounter's
hammered,
finished. Yeah.
while they're
I'm
hammered,
perfectly fine. I'll do it. No, you are.
Hand
You're
me that
gonna kill
hammer. I don't need the screwdriver.
Makes it worse.
Hand me the monkey wrench! Just
All right,
hold on to an actual gorilla.
We return to the big grung.
Large frog.
Large frog. Oh, I really should be using his reactions more as well. Okay, let's have a look. He's got some spells. Let's reflavor some of these as well. Ooh, okay. He is going to cast a modified detect magic. And this is going to be just modified into a nice flavorful detect drunkardness. What does that do? Don't worry about it. That's mostly for flavor for his future things he's going to start doing. But you watch as he raises both his hands and the bow and arrow actually evaporates into spiritual mist. As you watch as his large black frog eyes blink and return to a golden color as he seems to look at each of the party members in turn.
Is there a saving throw against this?
No, because it's a buff for him.
It's phase 2.
Yeah.
A saving
Gave
throw
him
against
away.
being looked at.
I mean, technically that does exist in the game.
Yes.
It was
But with that, I need some more water, so we're going to take our little 5-minute break there before getting into... technically this would be phase 3, because phase 2 is just getting drunk to hit him.
I guess, yeah.
But yes, we're going to take a quick little break there before we return to Tankards and Drunkards. Thank you for watching, thank you all for playing. See you in 5 minutes.
This
We've
is
got
going to
advantage
go
against spells
horribly.
because
Oh yeah.
advantage against spells.
Well, you've
That's
also
why
got
I was like,
you've also got disadvantage though, because it's a
Yeah.
save.
because of the scarab.
Yeah, you got disadvantage too because you're very drunk. Drunk's bad.
So put it to neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see how drunk I am. Now stop looking at me.
Don't look at me. My brain went to Zoidberg right then. Oh God, Zoidberg kind of does look like Zoidberg under the armor actually, because they're bald now.
We'll say
Oh.
And point sees all of this.
Zoidberg, yeah, hard exoskeleton,
Yeah,
debatable medical degree,
extremely pink in the middle.
extreme pink in the middle.
Probably, I imagine Zombie is like a little bit on the chubbier side.
Probably tastes quite nice boiled.
Yeah.
Oi. I'm not your stool.
All these things check out, I think.
Yeah.
Zombie
Does he have
Zoidberg.
any tentacles?
No.
This is the important bit. We have to find the tentacles.
You leave his tentacles out of this.
We've got means.
We do have means. We know a guy. He doesn't like us very
Those
much,
are
but we
your
do know a guy.
tentacles?
We technically have a out with Elder Control, or an in with Elder Control, technically. I don't think we want to use the in for Elder Control, though.
No.
That'd be a biggest twist to hand over Lou. Would be a very big twist, though.
I mean, Lou keeps swapping back and forward. He'll be fine. Just go back to being a warlock again. Swap.
I still love the concept that we could have had Lou become a warlock of a different creature.
Yeah, of snakes.
We technically could have had you be a warlock of Alvina, because of my minions are actually valid targets to become warlocks.
Wait,
Alright,
Lou
we'll
has
just get you-
warlocks of Lou, doesn't he?
Yes.
So,
We'll just make you a warlock of cataclysm now. Since it's her domain.
Cat, yeah.
Here's a thought.
At the moment, that'd probably be fathomless, actually, wouldn't they? Because they've got water powers at the moment.
yeah.
That's a really cursed... Where you went from one tentacle god to a different type of tentacle god.
But the important thing is we kept the tentacle theme.
Yeah. Fathomless is actually really cool. It's one of the coolest warlocks. because it's got like release the Kraken and stuff like that on it, I believe, which are just pretty neat.
I just thought if you don't have like a water-based, campaign, it kind of limits your options for it, though.
It
Yeah.
sort of does, but it's got the advantage that after the what's it called? After it was made no longer Unearthed Arcana, if you don't have any water available, it just summons a portal to where there is water, which all the things come out of.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
you,
fair, yeah.
a lot of its stuff is either it makes water. It's still got a couple of abilities that only work in water, like the breathe underwater stuff, but
And just peekaboos out the portal and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna hit you now."
yeah.
You wish me to be released? Here I am.
Or release the Kraken. We don't have a
Oops.
Kraken yet. We don't have a Kraken yet. We know where there is one.
So yeah, the
Mr.
big
Kraken.
good guys have. Is that what we
Let's-
called them? The big good guys, the rivals.
No, they don't. They have beholders. Remember, we decided there were beholders in there.
Oh yeah.
It's the head of the
No,
Monstro
no.
Guild is Mr. Kraken.
No, they have a. So their version of Drax is a Kraken. I think.
Oh, yeah, it's a dwarf Kraken. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was something like that. But yeah, we know where there is a big Kraken because Mr. Kraken is probably a Kraken. We assume. Considering it is a monstrosity, it's probably the most powerful monstrosity.
Kraken by
And
name.
Monstro Guild have proven creative
Unimaginative?
when it comes to names. Yeah.
Unimaginative.
Mm.
What with Mr. Worm, who was a
Yep.
worm? Surprise.
Yeah, how much damage do you think he did?
We don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah.
When we go back and it's like Banshee's Grove was level. I still
And
love
walk
that
away.
I still love that we caused a war. By accident.
Was gonna happen eventually.
I don't think this particular war was gonna happen eventually. I'm gonna be honest. I think we changed the targets eventually.
Alrighty
Yeah,
then.
but the outcome was the same, you know?
We never
They
Where
told.
did it
were we?
regardless.
We were just starting phase 3.
Starting phase 3. Well, luckily for you all, as the big grung use its effect for the time being, Alvina, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
First, do some poses. Obviously, she's got a mirror image now, so
Sure.
just does some JoJo poses in front of the in front of the fire, which is copying me. Nice.
Oh no, Alvina has a stand.
I have a stand. Yeah,
And
I
it's
would
just
immediately.
Alvina.
It's also Alvin.
The most powerful stat.
I don't think I really have anything for this particular turn. That's the illusory frog. I just like this particular one. I don't think I've got anything because if I put anyone else in a drink, they might die.
It's true.
You know what?
For once.
You know what? It's funny. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna poke the frog. Poke. Just a random one in the crowd.
Fuck with the frog.
Random one in the crowd. Alright, wisdom save a throw, I guess. Yeah, you're fine.
This one's fine. You know what? He started glowing. That means something's changed. I'm gonna pick up the frog I just poked and swing him at the grung to see if it does anything. I know it still doesn't, but...
Uh,
But
Well,
you
let's
wise
see.
woman.
alright, give me an attack roll. Let's find out.
Do I know did I put or not improvised human? No, I didn't put a person weapon. I guess I'll just use it on attack. Well, I have proficiency, so
I cast improvised human.
improvised human. That's what Lewis, to be honest. 24 with the
No, I'm
grung.
improved human.
We tried our best.
You did. Let's have a look here. So the frog does hit. Unfortunately, because you have 0 levels of drunkardness, it does 0 damage.
Yep.
But it still hit.
Hey! Well, it didn't do any damage, but it feels better, so I'm just gonna hit him 3 times. With the frog!
Anybody there that's drunk is coherent enough.
Clearly,
See
this is the plan. Which also, by the way, because I've got the Echo Knight Doppelganger, I guess it's also swinging like an imaginary frog.
So there is a second frog made of fire.
Yeah, it's just also being just wielded through the air.
Of course,
So
yeah, that makes total sense.
I was gonna say, if the little grung is drunk, do they damage the big grung?
I checked that last time. Chris went no because it was very specific.
Yeah, 'cause
Otherwise, all the
Yay!
songs become missiles.
it is a magical effect rather than anything actually physics-based. So because it's a magical effect, it uses the effectively the attacker's drunken level. And the frog, since it's not being used as the attacker but as the weapon, doesn't factor into it. So it still hits technically because the weapon is drunk. It just doesn't do any damage because the attacker isn't drunk.
Yep. Also, by the way, achoo!
Oh no.
I rolled it. If I get under a 5, I say Alvina sneezes. So I made another
Alright.
copy.
I just want to point out that means you, for 5% of every 6 seconds, you have potential to sneeze.
Yeah. That's what
That's a very high frequency of sneezing.
It's something in the area. It's like it's one of the
Very
things that
peppering.
Alvina set on fire is probably toxic. And she's it's giving her hay fever.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. The point. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to make a poor decision and take some of a drink from nearby, no idea where it came from, pour it into Merida, point Merida upwards at the grung, at the Mega Grung, and fire. I would like us to make a dex save, please.
I don't know what this represents, but let's go.
This is Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Let's have a look. Did that roll? Is that gonna come through? Oh, come on. What?
It fails.
16.
Okay, and nothing happens until its next turn, when it will take 10d4 damage.
Ooh, pretty good.
Unless it takes an action to scrape itself of the goop it's now covered in. Which, as a grung, I don't think it will.
No, and hopefully this is acid and not poison.
It's
I
acid,
believe.
which is a W2.
Okay. Only one way to find out. Let's see here.
By the way, it's now goopy of my accord rather than its own accord.
Ooh. At the end of your turn, it's going to look at you. And let's see. Oh, that's what that was. I just realized what the thing. That's because you had the enhancement drunk.
Oh, perfect. Extra
Because
drunk.
this matters because otherwise I can't explode you.
Ah.
Okay, so Zormir and Fukyu and Jones, I believe, who all failed.
Yep.
Okay. As a legendary action, the Grung is going to look at Jones with his large golden drunk eyes, and I need a charisma saving throw from the point.
Yeah, I'm reasonable at those.
I imagine.
But I'm drunk, so
Technically,
it's disadvantage.
it is a disadvantage. Technically, it's modeled on command, which isn't charm.
16.
16. Unfortunately, 16 fails against their spellcasting DC, which is 22. On your next turn, you must use an action to drink, or move to the closest, or attempt to move towards the closest drink, taking a dash action if needed.
Okay.
Fascinating. If you chug it
as
and-
the big grung commands you to drink
drink and be
with his
merry.
drunken
I was
gaze.
going to do that anyway.
But that is his drunken gaze for his legendary action. Pointbot's turn.
So, is there anyone left who needs to get more drunk?
No.
I think Pointbot's just going to go and lick a grung. Doesn't
Yes!
have to grung.
Figure out what happened.
Party with the
Kinda
grung and not
nice
really
face
care about
with a
touching
lick.
them. Yeah. Doesn't have a
Just
tongue.
proper fog on his face.
What is Pointbot doing? Just touching grung?
Yeah.
He's
mosh
There's
pitting with the
nothing
grung.
useful I can do.
He's mosh
Let's
pitting
just, go
with
and,
the
let's just
grung.
go and dance with the grung.
We want to see what debuffs we get.
Okay,
Hang
give me a
with
wisdom
the
saving
grung.
throw. It's not like you need to lick them.
10.
10 fails the little grung's DC. I think it's like 12 or something they have.
Oh.
Yeah, they got DC 12. They're just really low compared to big grung's 22. Roll me a D100. Let's see what happens.
Yay. It's gonna be something that has no effect on Pointbot, isn't it?
It might be. It might be the hair turns into fire, which I think he
Yeah.
doesn't have hair, right?
73. Yep.
Okay.
73. Have the worst hangover ever.
How the hell does that work? I know that pain. I know that pain. I have never drunk in my life, and I get hangovers regularly.
Yeah. I guess the worst hangover ever for him would be any hangover.
No, it's the worst one ever. So it's the worst one imaginable
Oh.
by anyone. So it's the proper catatonic one, I think.
Just on the floor, rocking back and forth. Now.
Curled up in
I'll
a
leave that
ball.
up to you. Mechanically, it doesn't seem to have. It doesn't require an effect. These are supposed to be mostly be flavor.
Pointbot.
Pointbot's having a really bad day all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But Pointbot has skipped the drinking phase and gone straight to the hangover
Oh.
phase.
In Hogfather, Pointbot is now the oh god of hangovers.
Oh,
He just
yeah!
spent the entire battle making other people drunk.
The oh god of hangovers, yeah.
That's true. It's true. All right. That Pointbot's turn.
Yep, Pointbot is done.
Then we go back to Jones, who is continuing to drink this entire tree clean. And I believe that is a failure of, and I think that's still a success.
Yeah.
Yep, because he's got 15, goes to 16, then to 17. Fails the first one, so is going to get 3 levels of drunk.
Good.
Realizing
Yeah,
you'll have to tell him to stop
Yeah.
before
on the
he
next
kills
turn.
Maybe.
himself.
Zormir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and hit this thing.
Get him.
All right, all right.
Just realized what Alvina's doing now.
Just-
Ooh, a 17 unfortunately does not hit.
I will. Actually, I'm gonna use your bardic inspiration, the DC 12.
It's a D12, you.
Oh.
I've just
Adding
realized.
11 to that, so 32.
28.
Yeah.
How did you get to 32?
32
Oh, for damage.
All
Right. Well, you would. However, Big Grung is going to use Protective Drunk. And when he is hit by an attack roll, one creature that is inflamed, is that right? That is emboldened
Inebriated.
by her, is hit by inebriated. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you. Is hit instead. This is the redirect, which I believe would be Fuck you, since it's either you or Fuck you or Jones. So your attack would hit. Unfortunately, Fukyu's eyes flash gold for a second as they jump in the way of your attack.
You're gonna punch, fuck you.
Remember that we did see this last session as well.
Oh dear.
He can also make you attack each other,
Yeah, that was the one I remember.
or at least the ones that actually get the inebriated effect. Fuck you, you take 32 points of damage. Zormir, what type of damage is it?
Necrotic and then 5 force.
Necrotic, then 5 force. So yes, fuck you, you take that amount of damage.
37
How much total?
37 total if you've got no resistances or anything.
Yeah, not a minute.
As Zormir punches you. As you come to, you just find yourself on the ground with Zormir in front of you.
What the hell are you doing? Getting in the way?
I don't know.
You don't remember any
Did
of
a
this.
good
You
idea
blacked
at the
out
time.
for a second.
Right.
Luckily, it does require Big Grung's reaction, so you can only do that once per round. That is him. Zormir, I believe it's still your turn.
Yeah, second attack.
'24 will hit. And you are 4 levels of drunk, which is regular damage. As you... what was the D8 type again? Was it force?
That's force.
Yeah.
Okay, and he has nothing against any of that. Yep, that's fine. So that'll be 43 damage.
Yep.
You deal 43 damage to Big Grung. I believe that actually is him bloodied now.
Hell yeah.
Yes. He is now officially bloodied. You can watch just a
Starts
little
phase-
bit of ghostly blood coming out of his nostril.
Now he starts phase 4.
Stop hiding behind your lackeys. Oh, my lackeys.
He's not your lackeys in any way.
All the grung around you are even more excited as you have evidently bloodied the grung. They do not appear to have a side,
Yes!
as they are just cheering. Wogan! Wakawa!
Teeny! Oh, Teeny!
Ribbit, ribbit!
Ribbit! Ribbit!
Ribbit!
They just started being
Zormir, is
football
that-
hooligans, but frog.
They were always football hooligans.
Yeah,
Orcs. They're definitely orcs.
they're
I
orcs.
wish
Uh,
I had
Zormir,
one
is that
I
your
can
turn?
antagonize. That's about the only thing I could think of. I try to. No, there's nothing else I can do. I've not got a bonus action that's other than try to antagonize him more. The giant
Bonus
frog.
action, taunt!
Alrighty. Then, as a legendary action, once again, Big Grung looks at Zormir, and Zormir, I need a charisma saving throw as he's going to try and pressure you to drink.
Pressure me to drink.
Just say no. Remember what you were told in school.
Right.
What Zoma's told in
Charisma
school,
saving
go
throw
to
against his
detention.
DC 22.
What are you doing in my office? Oh, you're chugging.
Unfortunately, you have effectively been commanded to drink on your next turn as an action, or to dash towards the nearest drink as an action.
Oh, he doesn't need to dash because he's next to the trees.
It's true, it's true. But that was at the end of your turn, so that's both you and the point. Fuck you, it is your turn. You blacked out for a second and woke up finding yourself punched by Zormir. What would you like to do?
Fuck you's gonna flip the bird at Zormir,
Nice.
then spin around and try attack Big Grung again.
Okay, go for it.
So that's just a flat attack.
Yep.
Nope. Oh, 17 might as well.
Just short. He's got an AC 18.
No.
Let's give
Yes.
another bardic inspo to Zormir then.
Zormir was also off by just 1, so automatically succeeded with that d12. Alrighty then. He still has 1 legendary left, but we'll use that at the end of Gwent's turn, I feel. Gwent, it is your turn. There's just a crowd of partying grung in front of you. Revert. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Healing Word. I don't know why it's doing it twice. Healing Word on fuck you and just shout at Zormir, don't punch the goblin. Today. Tomorrow, fine. Not when we're fighting Big Fox.
Oh, I know what he sounds like. The big grung definitely sounds like Brian Blessed from the first Star Wars, from Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Boss something?
Boss Nass.
Boss Nass.
Nass.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I'm going to
He
secret
was a
train the
Gungan.
Grong as well.
Stop doing that now. Cool. Dexterity saving throw. Let's have a look here. 16.
An 80.
Fails.
Could
So
not,
he
could not
takes
be done.
16.
But 80 fails.
16 points
That's a high
of
DC.
damage. He takes it.
Gwent's a very powerful cleric, what can we say?
This druid's true.
Should be drunk more often.
Alright, at the end of... is that your turn, Gwen?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Drawing his ire, Big Grung looks at Gwent and flashes those golden eyes, enticing you two to drink. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
24
21.
was the first one.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
what's the
I've-
first one?
But don't I have
24.
disadvantage on saving throws?
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
do.
you do have disadvantage on saving throws.
This time it actually
Oh,
worked
this-
out.
21.
This one matters because it is a DC 22.
Tragic.
No.
Unfortunately, you two have, for a moment, you almost withstood the peer pressure to drink until you were like, oh, well, you know what, the big grung's asking me to, I gotta, you know.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
Mark.
going
Oh.
to push that onto a different grung. Somebody else can get drunk.
The grung that I was throwing around is now compelled to drink.
Oh my god, 3rd level.
It's a good spell.
I have not seen this spell yet, this is great.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
one
fun.
of the new ones.
Well, no, the new target is entitled to its own saving throw, apparently.
Random.
It's just gonna
grung.
fail, but still.
It's going to be that one. That one just there. 'cause
The yellow
I
one.
don't
He's
know.
looking at you funny.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go run to a tree. Okay then, and that was his last legendary action. He's used his previous reaction. Lou Grim, you are officially drunk
Hammered.
in air quotations. What would you like to do?
After all this, he just passes out.
I'm gonna look at him.
Wait.
Like-
Neil, you know that you don't have the giggling one, right?
Yeah, no, but I
He's
know
also-
I'm gonna try.
He's also emotionally unstable right now, though, so he could be laughing. He's
that's
feeling
fair, that's
euphoria.
No, it's not laughing I'm gonna be doing.
What are you about to do? Are you about to disintegrate
come
the
on.
giant grunk?
Come on, Neil, let's see what you're about to do. You've clearly thought up some scheme. Let's see it.
I look at the big grung and,
Okay.
and shout like, do you normally drip or is that just for me?
Wow. God damn.
What the hell?
So charm person or
No,
I don't know, but-
Seduce! Roll to
Santa's charm.
roll
That's
to
the whole
seduce
emotions
or
thing.
intimidate.
seduction emotion.
What are
We're
you
going to
doing?
have a meeting with HR in the morning.
Yeah.
Show me, Mr. Grung. Show me where the android tried to touch you.
He kissed a robot and then he just came for me. I don't know why.
What are you doing,
Well,
Neil?
What I am gonna do is At 4th level, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, go for it.
You've got disadvantage. It's not a melee.
No, disadvantage. I didn't roll a disadvantage.
The tripping coil
Yes.
wasn't even an attack. It was just.
It was just a line.
Apparently, Neil just thought of something that he found really funny.
20.
Don't forget to roll again because you
But-
are drunk, which
Yeah,
means you have
I'll
disadvantage.
roll that again.
There's actually 3 large big grung in front of you. You're seeing triplets right now. Let's see if you can hit the right one.
There. And the slightly smaller large grung that's still there.
I think that misses. 10.
But you do
Well,
hit
you hit
this
one of
other
them.
grung.
Ah! The illusory grung gets killed.
So he usually drips then.
Well, as far as you're aware, you succeeded. You killed one of the big grung.
That was the illusion.
Whether or not
the
you're
point-
sober enough to realize is up to you.
That was the illusion the point made, I'm pretty sure.
Yep,
It was.
Point Bot made that one.
Point
He
Bot
was having
made-
a hangover, so
Just died.
just having his day made even worse.
All right, Lou, you're free to move as you desire. You do have half movement as you are swaying everywhere, just barely blasting things around them.
Ah!
So it's
Thank God he didn't use
15.
disintegrate, by the way.
I can't.
That is your turn. It is Big Grung's turn.
Takes 10d4 damage at the start. Adjusted for my
And-
drunkenness.
Where the hell are you?
The fuck was that from? I
Point.
zoned out. What the hell did you do to him?
Cassius Caustic Brew. He's covered in acid. This is
Ah!
acid damage. He's
Okay.
immune. Oops.
Half damage. He does take 11 acid. He's not immune to acid damage.
Hell yeah.
He's just immune to poison. And I think he has something else. What else did he have? No.
If he's a demon lord, he might be resistant or immune to lightning. That's occasionally one they have.
These grung were psionic, weren't they? So they
Yeah.
probably have some sort of psychic nonsense.
Whether they still are immune to poison. I think that is the thing.
Yeah, because he's still modeled on the Grunk stat block. He just gets his attacks and abilities and stuff from the demon stat block. Just because I need something bigger, and there is no giant Grunk stat block that is also a
No.
spirit.
The closest is the frog hemoth, which I don't think is that high level compared to us at the moment. Things like a level 12
No.
creature, it's not really a boss fight anymore. Cool
Oh,
monster.
yeah, and
but-
as a bonus action, if it's not too late.
Yeah, what'd you want to do?
Let's see if I'm in range first.
You're 30 feet away from him.
So the answer is probably yes, unless it's a touch range spell.
Yeah, this is a very
Yeah.
close range, you probably are.
I'm
Oh,
going to cast Shield of Faith on Zormir.
is it a level spell?
Oh, that doesn't matter. We don't.
We've already said we don't care about that one because
Yeah.
it's not how it does
Screw
it
that.
in. Nobody likes that rule.
It's
I
too much.
mean, yeah.
Are you trying to
Ruins the
make
fun.
me unhittable now, Neil? I appreciate it, but
Yes.
I'm
you could do
checking.
it on one of.
I'm checking if Zorm is in range. Oh, it's 60 feet. It's fine. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It's a
So against
60
more
feet.
AC.
2 more AC on
Okay,
Zormir.
big
Yeah,
grung.
+2.
Okay.
Does it do anything else?
Nope, just plus 2 AC.
So-
You've got concentration, so if you get hit, it's bad. But
What's
face
in
just-
the
Up to
house?
10 minutes, Zormir.
Shield face just very good.
Okay.
Still have a magic item that I found once, which just gave you Shield of Faith. Just built
Okay.
in. Just better
Yes,
monk
so you roll.
races, basically.
It is now 29 to try and hit me.
Huzzah!
No, that's fine. It is now Big Grung's turn, and Big Grung is going to once more do his inebriation spores, or inebriation mist, as he squats down and just spewing from his pores as if he is a. I was gonna say the. No, I was gonna say the thingy Pokemon that just like sprays stuff like a Vermont. Varmont?
Wildbloom?
Oh, Venonat?
I don't know.
Venomat's,
Who knows?
that's the little, like, moth baby.
I think coughing and wheezing.
Wheezing's one, yeah.
Or Parsec.
I think Odyssey's final evolution.
Oh, Valplume! Valplume!
Problem.
Valplume. I knew it had a V in it. I could
Yeah.
not remember the actual word.
I love Valplume!
Just spray it out like a Valplume, as everyone who is within the oh, you know what?
Not
I'm
Alfie.
tempted to move over towards Gwent. I could just take a step. Yeah, 1 second.
Oh,
Eh.
Gotta take a step over.
come on!
Get him,
man.
everybody, with reactions! Get No, it still works.
Go within melee of all of you. It's huge. It's the beauty of being so big.
What, do you move?
He just like takes 1 step over
God
everyone
damn.
to be on the other side of you.
Yeah, run away, you little.
Reactions. Reactions.
No, he has to
you don't
move.
act-
out.
Running
Running
actually
away, eh? You yellow
he-
bastard!
He can't move
Yeah,
out
but-
of our threat range, really. He's that big.
There's
I
not
thought
enough
I
room
was
on
in
the map for him to move
range.
out of
Sorry.
our range.
Yeah.
What happened to
Um,
Lou? Where's Lou gone? Lou's turned into a grung, everybody!
Yeah.
So
There's
that's
only
what I
red.
read.
Cast
did.
this guy's self.
It's very convincing, I'm gonna be honest.
The grung.
See, I saw Point Bot did it, so I thought, oh, that's a good idea.
all the
Grung is
gun
here.
run back, just hopping back, hopping over Gwent. As just Big
Gwent's
Grung
just
takes
more
1 step forward. And it's just going to then squat down and release this darker cloud of hobs into the air. I need everyone who is currently drunk to give me a Constitution, was it? Yeah, Constitution saving throw, DC 19.
All of you have
I passed,
most of you have
somehow.
disadvantage.
Is
Jesus.
this just straight roll?
You're not in the cloud. You're okay.
Yeah, but not Lou, because Lou isn't technically drunk. He's
Dying.
botched.
Broken.
Hi.
He's broken.
Lou is broken, Alvina's sober, Point Bot is fine, everyone else is gonna be in a lot.
Luckily for Lou, the magic doesn't seem to discern the difference. But biologically, you're not drunk.
Biologically?
So, but biologically, he's not biological. So
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Magically, you're intoxicated. Biologically, no, you're not.
Unfortunately for
Back
the
in the
magic,
set.
it doesn't understand the concept of physics. Thus,
Nope, it just sees, has the DM applied drunk status to you? Cool, let's go.
yep.
What was the
Um,
DC?
DC 19.
Fuck.
19. Alvina is immune. Zormir, what'd you roll?
15 plus 3, so 18. Oh, missed it by 1.
18. Then you gain 1 level of drunkenness as the
Oh.
the spores fuse to the alcoholic particles
can't
already in
move
your
now.
body and multiplies them.
I don't want to. I don't want to alarm
I'm
you in
gonna
any way.
die.
You are going to try to drink next turn.
oh no.
And you've got 0... Wait a minute, you've got 0 movement speed. I know exactly what my turn is going to be.
Move me away from the chat.
Goodbye,
Bro,
zombie!
Move me away from the tap.
Fukyu, did you succeed?
Nope.
Nope. Then you two are your alcoholic percentage is going to increase as you are now 4 levels of drunk. Your hit point
Half
maximum is halved.
Pretty bad, but you're not about to imminently die, so there's that.
Immediately.
It does
Lose
take-
unaffected by it.
Technically, I'm back at full health.
I guess that's what we're looking at.
Technically, you are, yes. Point, did you succeed or fail?
I succeeded weirdly.
You succeeded. Okay, then you are unaffected. Gwent, did you succeed or fail?
Crit,
Felt like a rock.
crit fail.
Crit fail, baby.
Okay. Then your drunkenness level rises to 5. You two have your speed reduced to 0.
You're not next to any tankards, are you? By any chance?
No, but also I don't have the urge to drink, so that's good.
Yeah, I was just making
Of course
sure.
he is. Every grung in this image has a drink in their hands.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh good, I'm sufficiently far away then.
Keep me away from the alcohol.
You're next to it though. I'm going to throw you.
Oh,
Don't throw me. Just move me
Jones.
away.
No, I'm going to throw you.
Throw him.
Don't throw me.
Right,
Up towards the burning tree, I think is a
I
good
was saying,
idea.
yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like that northwards is the way you're going.
What's the point of throwing me when I can do double damage on the damn thing
Because
when I can attack?
currently we've got resurrection as our best one, which means that if they botch it because they're hammered, you're just dead.
Jones also
But
failed
if
and
you
is
throw
now
me, I
at 4
could end
levels
up
of
dead
drunk.
too.
Now you'll be fine.
Alright,
Keep
and
me
my
near the
bot is
frog, for
connected.
fuck's sake.
I'll try to aim for the pink line. How about that?
Alright, as the Hobbs cloud gets even denser, as just you can smell the beer in the air. Alvina, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, Alvina and her backup dancers stop dancing. They finish up the choreography to caramel dancing. And, which they were just doing this entire time, because it was too perfect. I'm going to fly over here. Point, there's a copy of me under you.
That's it.
Grab Zorbe by the head. And throw him that way. I'm aiming for here. So I think it's a how much do I get on the accuracy, right? Chris, basically on this one.
I mean, it's not like you're drunk or anything.
Yeah, true. Aiming to get him
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, I think the fact you have several examples of experience of this throughout the campaign so far. I'm just gonna let you succeed here with an action.
Yep.
You know, or at least with one of your attacks, as you're just throwing them.
Yep.
Although to be fair, Zormir can attempt to resist. Zormir, would you like to resist?
I don't think I can consider my reduced to 0 on movement or.
That doesn't mean you can't bat someone away as they try to pick you up while drunk. And if anything, I think I'm gonna force you to do it because you're
What's-
drunk. So
Yes,
give
well-
me
You have to beat
give
a
me a
27.
athletics or acrobatics check.
You have to beat a 27. Which is
And
doable.
you say athlete.
Athletics
you
or
say athletics?
acrobatics, so probably athletics.
Or
but you've got-
acrobatics, your choice.
yeah, you've got disadvantage either way. So, but you might pass it. You still might pass
That
it.
one.
You that one. Goodbye, Zombie!
I love you. I
Why
hug
is the world
Alvina.
moving?
Fuck
I
off.
go to hug Alvina instead of. I love you. You're such a good friend.
Fuck away from me. Woo!
Ah, I can fly. See, this is so cool.
Bang!
Now, as we all know, normally you would have probably taken about 7 bludgeoning damage from the fall, but as you are drunk in a rag doll, you are just going to tumble along without hurting anything.
You roll. You roll with the punch. Who else?
Alvina, that was effectively one of your attacks. What would you like to do?
Who else did it look at?
Point and Fuku, I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's 3 people.
I know it was a third. I can't remember who the third
I think
was.
so, yeah.
We'll go with those.
I think it was me.
Well, I got 2
We
more
tried
attacks
to-
because dual wielding. I'm gonna basically try and grab both of them, basically with the other 2 attacks, and basically just kind of haul them a little bit this way.
Move them away.
Because I know the tree is about here, so if I just keep them grabbed and a bit away, they won't be able to move towards it. Hopefully.
All right, Fuki and the point. Give me athletics or acrobatics checks. The most interesting one here is going to be Fuku and Alvina. Go ahead and either make me an attack roll or just give me athletics or well, actually, it would just be athletics for you.
Basically, it's athletics for me both. Oh, I think Point gets away actually. I know Point was
No.
the first one. Point was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're both.
Fuck you gets
disadvantaged.
away though. Fuck you
Roll.
does get away. I rolled really bad. So he dodges the hand.
Yep, to be fair, that was all expected. It's
Yeah.
Fuku. If the Fuku isn't sliming away from you, I don't know.
Yeah. But I will still
When
continue
we
to.
discussed this at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, I'll move to there. Let's get my backup
Not
dancers.
dying.
Get my backup dancers there.
Okay.
Why is she slightly off?
Oh, I don't know. One
Hey, what's
second.
happening?
In general, why she's slightly off? I mean,
There. There we go.
I think it happens when I copy and paste them and don't just resize them.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Alrighty then. I believe that was Alvina's turn.
Yep. I'm holding onto point with one hand. I'm also going to start doing the California Girls dance, because why not?
Alright. Let's see. At the end of Alvina's turn, Big Grung is going to look back at Zormir with his big golden eyes. And you watch as he raises an open ham into the air in front. And you watch as Zormir begins to glow with these dark orange particles kind of just emanating from him. As all of the grung run over and hop over to start worshipping him.
Uh-oh.
Weird!
Oh no, they're trying to get the tankards near me.
They are, yeah.
Mm.
I bought you a turn, okay? Kill it, somehow, in this turn.
Good news, Pointbot can help Zormir. Bad news, Zormir is out of range.
So
Well-
just half of the frogs are now just hopping over to you with tankards as offerings.
Look, if Zormir dies again,
Remind us all,
if
who's got a cult?
both of you,
You.
actually, there's 3 of us with a cult technically now. Actually,
Yeah, someone else getting a cult does not negate you having a cult.
yeah, there's
I have a congregation.
no, it's a cult.
Alright, that's one of his legendary actions, is to have his minions worship you. Or I guess have his followers worship you, as you are ascended to potentially sainthood.
You're an apostle. You're an apostle of the god.
An apostle of the spirit, of the great growing spirit. The point, it is your turn. I believe you have to attempt to drink.
Yes, I'm being held back by.
I have heard. You are
Alvina.
literally being swung through the air to the choreography of California Girls, which is in the chat at the moment.
Alright, give me a contested grapple check then. Let's see if you can get out and get to the alcohol.
Acrobatics.
What level are you, Point? How
Drunk,
drunk are
I'm
you?
29.
26.
That was a damn
a
good
19
attempt.
rolled.
You physically couldn't have made the check, thankfully, on that one.
Yep.
You attempt to get
Oh.
out.
You tried.
Let me have another one.
No.
Can I use my bonus action to give Zormir bardic inspiration?
Yes, you may.
You
How-
got
how
it,
it-
drunk cowman.
Yes.
You just start egging each other on now. Look at
Yes.
Somehow this might be the lethal encounter that ends the campaign.
Look,
Which would be quite achievement if I
We
yes,
all
wait.
got pissed.
I remember that time that we were all TKK'd because we all got so drunk we died.
we get into the weirdest situations that are actually dangerous combats. One of the most
Worship
dangerous
by
combats we
God.
had,
People
Zormir
mad.
was trapped in in a room with a mirror, and that was the entire combat, and he died. And another one was a freaking
Punch
random
myself to
session that wasn't important
that's
where
what
the
I was
point
just about
died
to
to the
say.
shadow game.
Yep.
Hey, that was the Point's fault.
I think the only
I
act...
bet chores.
You bet chores and died! What does that tell you, Point?
Yeah.
Don't skip all your chores. Alright,
Oh, no,
point boss
he's
turn.
got it.
What's so Pointbot could go and help Zormir, but unfortunately Zormir is a little bit too far away.
He's also got a hangover.
Yeah, Pointbot's just gonna like crawl slowly.
And as we all know, there's nothing somebody with a hangover hates more than still drunk people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just gonna crawl out of the way of the ground.
No, that's not true. It hits sober people because they remember everything.
Just gonna crawl over out of the way
They can
and
make up
have a
shit.
bad time.
Point butt, fetal positions next to the lizard
It's a-
man.
It's a Pointbot wonders why his tongue feels hairy despite not having a tongue.
Or a mouth.
Oh.
Or hair.
Or hair. Would throw up if he could, but can't.
Also doesn't have a mouth. Or a stomach.
Alright, that's fair. Is that point boss turn?
Bad Pointbot's dead.
Cry.
Alright, Jones is now even more drunk and is going to continue to drink. I believe they are at level 4, so they do have disadvantage on this now.
Forgot a moment.
I just yell at Jones.
Yep, I didn't
You
sneeze
can
again.
stop that now. Get some to me. Get some to me.
No! Don't do it, Jones! He's been possessed.
He has been
By a
possessed.
Frog frat boy.
Luckily, oh maybe not luckily, he is going to fail that first one. and is going to get to 5 levels of drunkardness.
Oh,
And is he going to
shit.
continue?
We can't move. No, we can't.
Oh
bring his
wait,
drink
wait!
anyway.
He's just gotten to rapid drinking, so he might throw up.
Yes.
That's fair. That's
He
fair.
might. There's a chance.
And I want this to be something different. So this was a charisma check. I made it because too many con checks.
He's-
Oh, he does throw up within that one.
Yay.
Yay.
So let's see how many levels or how many DC he lowers. He lowers his DC by 4. Putting him down. This would be before it, so 17 down to 13. He goes down 1 level.
So he's only drunk
And
4.
then you watch as his head like pops out of the tree, and he just throws up right outside the tree.
Good
And then he
Okay.
goes back to
It's so
drinking.
messy,
Damn it!
Because all that honey, and then
All that
all
honey.
that vomit.
I'm gonna have to do something.
To be fair, that'll be him. He'll stop drinking at that. He's not that drunk. You know, he just knows that once you throw up, you gotta get just enough to replace what you've thrown up, and then you're at peak.
Jones.
Oh yeah,
no.
but I'm just saying how messy he's gonna be now. After all that
Covered in honey and
true.
vomit.
It's all sticking in his hair
Jesus.
or fur.
He looks an absolute mess.
yeah. Chris,
Yes.
a little bit of clarification here. Can healing somebody reduce their exhaustion?
Only if you use lesser or greater restoration.
Yeah, there's a
Actually, I don't even know if lesser does it.
I think greater only, actually. Yeah, I think less.
Only if you use greater restoration, but general healing won't do it.
I think there's another spell which does it now, but it's even higher level than Great Restorations.
I was going to rush over and give
Greater
less first, though.
restoration.
Yeah, you definitely
Cheers.
don't have that one.
All right, that is Jones's turn. Oh, we're back to Zormir. Zormir, you need a drink.
Can't
I
do.
can't.
You
move.
have to drink. What would you like to do? You're a very talented artificer. I'm sure you could figure out how to get a drink to you.
Wait! Please tell me
You'd
he
have to
doesn't have
drink to
ethanol. Please
celebrate.
tell me he doesn't have pure ethanol in his like toolkit.
I don't know. That's up to
I've
Zormir.
got hand sanitizer.
Yeah, it's
I'm just
alcohol.
assuming you have like you got a little grabby hand, or you got telekinesis. You come on,
Yes,
you
telekinesis
gotta have
would
something
be
there
good.
to get a drink.
Yeah, it's one of those like
It just needs
extendable
to
claw
ask
grabbers
his
from Toys R Us.
Someone just
You got like a
needs to point
misty
to somebody
step.
and go, you, give me a drink now.
Yeah, you watch a grung running over to you. You can hold your action to drink when he hands it to you. You know, you tell me. It's your character. You roleplay.
Question,
I need a
Chris.
drink
When do
of-
the grungs go? Out of curiosity, they go on the grung king god's turn. Grung spirit.
No, I've
Is
kind of
it,
just been doing them as part of legendary actions.
Okay.
So I guess technically whenever, but I've already done one this round, so I'll wait till next round.
Cool. Okay. That's an idea I just had, and it's Alvina might be getting a little bit desperate to make sure people don't die.
So I desperately need a drink
Yes.
of anything, or does it have to specifically be alcohol?
I will let you decide what drunk Zormir's desperation level is. You really
that
want
man
a
a
hankering
mocktail.
for a drink.
I got something. I can drink this, and I drink the potion of speed.
Which doubles your speed to 0, right?
Zormir, do you just want to up your AC again?
Drink.
It doubles your speed. I'm pretty sure haste doubles your speed, but it's 0, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But it does give you more armor.
It gives me more armor with haste as well.
Yeah, haste gives you your speed is
Yeah,
doubled,
plus
plus
two.
2 AC, advantage on dex saves, which means it's neutral for you. One additional action each of your turns. The action be only be used to make an attack, dash, disengage, hide, use object. Hilariously, because use object, you can chug twice. That means so you
Okay,
can chug
that's-
3 beers in one turn and really lock down the Zombie dies again.
Okay, I'm sitting at 31 armor, and you said I can wasted action. I've drank my something. I know.
You
I
get
don't need
another
to drink
axe.
it. I don't need to drink anymore, so my action's going to be I'm gonna fucking hit this guy.
Thank God. Out of curiosity, Zoba, how much health are you currently on?
I'm at max.
What's your
Oh,
max?
my
What is your max? currently?
77
7?
plus 77 plus
Okay.
15.
Oh, right. I
Plus-
didn't hear you say the first 7.
Your max
77
health. You're at full health after your health has been halved, down to 7. What? Zombie had 14 health this entire time.
5 levels of exhaustion. You know?
Attack.
They've got a hit.
It's neutral, Bob. So it's the first one. Oh no, it's both of them. 2 punches.
Yeah, that's both my attacks,
Multi.
and I'm at 5 levels drunk, so I think that's what.
You'd only have the one attack. Oh, I guess.
It's a
Wait,
full
are you using
action.
a bonus to drink?
No,
Action.
it gives him another free action haste. It gives him another
No,
actual
haste.
action.
Haste doesn't give you multi-attack.
I've got more.
Oh no, it says one. It says one weapon attack only for the second action.
Okay.
Yeah. Haste doesn't
Okay.
let you do a full attack. Otherwise, fighters would get something like 8 attacks.
10 at high enough
So
level,
it'll be-
actually.
28, and isn't the damage now double because I'm at 5 levels of drunk?
It's got vulnerability.
That is correct. However,
So it's like
I'm going to use
38.
protective drunk, and Fuck you is going to jump in the way once more.
How the fuck are you gonna get up there and jump in the way? Oh no!
Uh,
Uh,
can I use?
although I do actually have a couple other
Can I?
people.
I'm gonna say if fuck, you could do it with fuck you, and I could try to make an attack opportunity to stop fuck you, which would be kind of fun.
So he moves to get in the way. And
I'm just
then
gonna
the way-
clothesline
this.
him. I'm gonna clothesline him.
Alvina, give me an athletics check. Fuck you, give me an acrobatics check.
23. That's definitely beatable by you.
I do believe this would be a disadvantage because it is a check.
Stopped him.
Let me roll one.
Hey, I'll roll the other one just in case, but I've. Yeah.
Okay. So 20. So Fukyu, you once more black out. You rush to jump in the way of Zormir's attack. But before you can do so, Alvina clotheslines you. And you wake up on your back looking up at Alvina instead as Zormir deals double damage to the Great Spirit, which was it 29 doubled?
Yeah.
It'll be 38.
Nope.
58.
58.
You deal 58 damage to him. He's still
wait.
up.
I forgot about the.
Oh yeah, you
A
force
little
roll
extra.
that. Roll the d8. So plus 16.
Roll me. Okay, minus another 16. Still up, but you can see that his body is starting to flicker almost as the energy holding him to this plane is starting to weaken enough to basically undo him.
You're flickering, but but how many of him now?
There's only 5 of him. Keep going.
Hey, go Alvina!
But I believe that is your turn. I've used my thing. I still have a legendary reaction. Let's see who. Let's shoot Alvina. Alvina's getting in the way, and I can still do damage.
She's not doing any damage to him, but she's being really annoying.
Yeah, and the spirit does have a decent intel. Oh, he actually got a 20 intelligence.
Very intelligent.
He's aware of how much of a nuisance you are. So 26 on Alvina.
Oh yeah, that is.
For 22 force damage, because you are not drunk, so this would still be ethereal to you, and 14 psychic damage.
Yeah, for a 36, because I'm not resistant to any of that. It's fine. I was at 159 health. I'm fine. I'm alright. I got a lot left in the tank.
And that was at the end of Zormir's turn. So fuck you, it
That's
is
what I
your
thought.
turn. The Oh, I believe you also have the compulsion, though you've been commanded to drink. I should actually get rid of these. Zormir has technically completed their drink. Fokyu, you must drink. What would you like to do?
I've got no reaction, so I can't help.
You've just been hit over by Alvina. There are frogs running past you to Zormir to hand Zormir a drink. You still have movement because you're only at 4 levels of drunk.
Just having a look through my bag, see if there's anything I can drink in there.
Wait, there's the really, really good alcohols in there. There's the expensive ones are in there,
Yeah.
which we haven't
I
drunk
mean,
yet.
I have just a plain water skin that I've not drunk out of.
Oh, that would be the closest, right?
So it's in his like bag of holding. So anything that you can think of.
That would be like
Like,
water,
yeah,
wouldn't
okay.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I'll
grabs
allow
his
it.
water skin and takes a swig.
Alright, this will take up your action,
It's a swig
obviously,
like
and then
Frodo.
a bonus action to actually take a swig. But you are now hydrated in between your drinking. After all, whenever going out drinking, always make sure you remain hydrated if you are going to drink unsensibly.
Stay hydrated, folks. Just outright.
Stay hydrated.
Right.
Yeah, good advice for just life. Alrighty then, that is Fukyu's turn. I will do another one at the end of Gwent's. Gwent, it is your turn. You have not got the compulsion to drink, but you have 5 drunkenness, and your speed is 0.
Yes.
And I'm still tempted just to get the grung to like carry you places. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I can't move, but what I am going to do is start just shifting about, just building up a bundle of static, and then casting Storm Door on myself.
Oh,
Ooh.
And I'm going to teleport myself way over this side.
Fulgurite, Monster Hunter Wilds
Yeah.
reference. It's
Just
in
about
any
there.
way. It's not in any way. It's just lightning rock.
Alrighty, and what am I doing here? A dex save on Big Grung?
Yep. For a massive
Six.
2 lightning damage, potentially.
29.
Oh no, he
It-
takes
it's-
a lightning damage.
Which is
Singular.
doubled to 2 damage.
You were right. You called it.
Ow.
You are at level 5.
Oh shit!
And then Sacred Flame as well.
Another dex save.
Another next.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ!
Christ, come on!
Double 20! Holy
This boss is not going down without some effort.
They're
You
gonna
just
shake
hopping
my
back and forth.
Ribbit.
Something that's very funny, I've realised that next turn I'm gonna have to use my bonus action to rage again, which is the first time this has happened in the entire campaign. Because I've actually burned through an entire minute, I'm pretty sure this turn. Oh, do you know it's 10 minutes?
Damn.
Never mind. I forgot the up to 10 minutes now in the new one. I'm fine.
Alright,
You're just
at
angry.
the
Oh no, I'll lose one
end-
AC.
Where did Gwent go?
He's up at the top left. He's in space.
Damn it, don't tell
Ow.
him.
He's gone. I
Zero
got
movement. Get your butt back.
I could
Hey,
teleport.
I've teleported.
He teleported.
Go in, plane
Oh.
shifted.
Yeah, like
Well, that was on landing. Fair enough.
nah, it's an actual teleport. Yeah. It's the
Oh,
other
it's
one.
both.
That's the on landing.
No, it's both. It's on takeoff and landing.
Alright.
So if there's any creatures around me, they are fine.
Oh yeah, if there are any random Naga just watching this display in that
They have been
point.
zapped.
What a twist.
I see.
Yeah, it's the thunder step that's only on landing, I think.
Okay.
Yay!
Come on!
Oh no. That was very funny though.
Nat 20, accidentally triggers second combat encounter. Let's go!
Come on, girl.
Landed on a snake.
Alright, at the end of Gwent's turn, Okay, what do I do here? Do I care about Gwent drinking? I just want to shoot Gwent, really.
Just shoot him. Die.
25 to hit Gwent.
I'm
As
gonna...
17 piercing damage as his bow rematerializes and 9 psychic damage.
I'm gonna be honest, I was half expecting another crit.
This is so
Three,
bad.
three nat 20s in a row would have been very cruel.
Oh, yeah. So 17 and then another 9. Jesus. Oh, 23 health. Good.
Good thing you healed
Oh,
yourself.
nice, I can... Alrighty then, that was Gwent's turn. Lou, it is your turn before I just shoot everyone, potentially killing everyone. This thing has got 42 health left. What are you going to do, Lou?
Hit 43 points, Lou.
What's the biggest spell you got in the tank? That's probably the one.
I'm just looking. Okay.
I don't
You have a
think...
disintegrate left.
I think you said you didn't have a disintegrate.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I
no-
said, look, I can't.
Yeah, no 6 or 7 slots left, unfortunately. You got anything big in
It
5?
was 7 and 8.
It's not 7, it's 6. Isn't it?
I mean, you can upcast
yeah, you can-
disintegrate.
I swear.
Yeah, I thought it was 7 and 8.
No, it's level 6 spell.
Yeah, I see that. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was 7 and 8.
No, Disgrace it's always been 6.
Yeah, it is 7th as well. I didn't notice it. Was,
Yeah, you can
6.
upcast it from any of the highest ones. And it's a good spell to upcast, because it gets a lot of extra damage for it. But you can just blow it out!
Case.
Fire it, Will!
Case. I'm casting Disintegrate, and this would be a disadvantage, wouldn't it?
I think it's a save, isn't it?
Yeah, not for you.
Oh,
You're not
right.
making an attack
Yeah,
or anything.
it's-
It's making a save.
Yeah, it's on the frog. The
All right,
spirit
roll
frog.
for damage, and that'll give me the DC and everything. Click on the far left button on it in your sheet.
If you get really high, it might die on a fail.
Big numbers, 93.
It might die on a pass, actually. Oh, you cast it at 7th. You said you didn't have a 7th.
I thought you said he had a 7, but not a 6.
I thought he said he didn't have a 6 because he thought it wasn't a level 6 spell.
I did have a 7.
Oh, fire it away then. Have at it.
Yeah, I did. It was 93. If it's not come up.
It has, yeah.
Okay. I forgot this guy does have
DC
magic
18.
resistance. So let's have a look here. I mean, to be fair, that is
Lethal.
half anyway.
Yeah, that's lethal.
But it's who knows? I mean, they might not have 20. I might be generous to him. No, all right. He succeeds, but he still takes the full damage, which takes out the remainder of his health. Lou, how would you like to defeat in your technically drunken state the great Grung warrior spirit?
I'm gonna have to teach these fucking toads to make proper beer instead of this honey that they've got in here. So I just, unaware, cast Disintegrate.
I just in a fit of rage.
Walking along, you're totally pissed, but you can open the door, no problem. It's just instinct.
Casually looks at the big frog and goes, and
Yeah,
see
it's
you,
a-
pal, you're the worst offender.
I got to kill him. So
And disintegrate. You're pointing at him and saying, you're the one who taught them, didn't you?
Lou, remind me never to let you drink again.
where do you go?
You disintegrated him.
He was just dead.
You disintegrated the stupid frog.
So confused.
Well, no,
now.
hold on
Sits
a
down,
second.
starts
He's
crying.
about to explode.
He's about to explode as you watch as you disintegrate him, all his energy very quickly condenses into this small little grung. And then suddenly the grung goes pop and leaves behind just a watery, slightly orange version of himself that then flies out into just a speckle of alcohol that death throws you all.
What?
As I need a DC 20 Constitution saving throw for one last round of drunkenness.
Is that including Alvina?
Let's stick with the established rules.
Okay.
So not Alvina, not Point Bot. So
Oh,
DC
God.
20, one final. If you fail and you're at level
I think
5,
this
you
is
will
a nat
die.
20.
DC 20.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, Lou!
Not too fair. You were also
You
permanently
were also
too drunk
fine.
anyway.
Yeah, you would have just gone to 1.
But I still like even in the final one, you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm not
Fuck
getting any
it.
more drunk.
Immune to alcohol. How many did we just lose?
I'm gonna just use my destiny to try and roll that one again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kills 2 people, doesn't it?
Gwen just died.
Why is he rolling twice?
I
Anyway,
know.
I still fail regardless.
And whoever else was on
Actually,
level 5.
isn't-
Does that
Isn't
fuck you?
Destiny doesn't roll it again? It just rolls another 20, doesn't it, Chris?
It was still an 8, so...
Oh, wait.
Well, no, because you rolled it with disadvantage in the first roll, and that disadvantage one was the 22.
Yeah, you just roll an extra
Hang on,
D20.
Gwen.
You don't roll with
You
disadvantage.
just nat 20'd. You just nat 20'd, Gwen. You legitimately
Yeah,
just
I'll
crit
allow
that
it. I
last
normally
roll.
take the left.
I
Okay.
wish I could say...
I
me who needs a
can make him
reroll.
pass a save.
It's me who needs to pass the save.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we'll come
can
to that.
make
Let's
you
go
pass a
by
save.
each one at a time. Alvina's immune. Zormir. What did you roll?
So now I'm at 13.
13? Would you like to do anything? Or have anyone else do anything before I announce the results of Zormir failing his DC 20 drunken check and going to 6 drunk?
Have mine, Zomir.
Of yours.
I've
okay.
tried to keep you alive in this fight as much as possible.
Number 1d20.
Yep.
This will determine if Zormir dies again. DC at 20. You do have a
This
plus
is that
10.
one's on you. That one's on you.
That one is
I
on
tried. I tried.
Lou, that is close enough if you would like to try bend that luck. I believe that's 2d4.
I'm gonna cast Careful Spell.
It's not your
You can
spell, Lou.
have-
It's not
You
your
can spend 1 sorcery point to allow up to 5 creatures to automatically succeed on the saving throw of a spell.
You
The spell
cast.
you
Your spell,
cast,
though.
sorry.
I mean, if you want to
Did you cast
disintegrate,
the spell?
if you want to disintegrate Zolmir right here and now to stop him dying, you have that option.
Let use
Yep.
bend luck.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your d4s. If you roll 2 1s or one of them being a 1,
You need at least.
Zormir still dies.
You need at least a 3 on one of the dice.
How many d4s is it now?
2 d4s, I believe, unless it upgraded in your one, but I don't think it did.
If you roll any of them as 1.
There's the 4. There's the 4.
2 and a 4.
All right, you're lucky. Zormir, with the thanks to Lou. Lou, how do you save Zormir?
I'm
I
giggling
see
at him,
Zo-
going, and you say, "Sober up, you damn idiot," or something like. Or just tell me off for being so worse drunk than you. You're on a bad mood swing, so I expect something like that.
Like, Zarmir! I'm using thaumaturgy for flavor.
Mhm.
Because it's still quite far away
Yeah,
from him.
very there.
It's like, Zarmir! Stay on your feet! I don't know why I'm using that accent.
Zormir, stay on your feet. You're very hammered.
Stay on your
Oh,
feet.
you're
We've
feeling the
got a-
dwarf in you.
We've got all these grung to kill.
Wow.
We
Wow.
need you.
Kill!
Fish.
Just all the music scratches to a halt. All the grung look back at you. All right, mate, calm the fuck down. This is a party. Music starts
Okay,
back up again.
okay. I'm still standing. What the hell happened?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
Stay on your feet. And
Uh,
I start crying.
Let's see. Fuck you. It doesn't actually matter if you fail or succeed. You won't die. But did you fail or succeed?
I failed.
Might as well see how drunk everyone gets. Lou is technically unaffected, or maybe not affected, but it's so bloody good that it doesn't really matter. Point. Did you succeed or fail?
Ali?
Ooh.
We may never
Didn't
know.
realise I was
Let's see.
muted. I
Hey.
failed.
You failed?
I was
then
saying
you-
how. So that whole time we were dealing with Zormir, I did have a flash of genius I could have used. Just
Okay.
didn't.
Oh! Oh well.
That's very
It's
fine.
okay, Zormir's good.
It
All
was
right,
also
then
fine.
you raised to level 4, and technically you're still under the command of drink.
I'm also still being held by Alvina.
Thankfully, you're being saved by my hand.
Gwen,
just
did
like,
you fail or
Here,
succeed?
drink of this.
I failed. I failed again, so I'm going to mark of fate myself and succeed.
I was about to say, you destinied and got the left one, which was the 22, which passed.
No, it
Because you don't roll
wasn't.
disadvantage on destiny.
Yeah, you just roll an extra d20, so we take the first one.
So you were fine.
Yeah.
no. The first one would be the 8 and the 12, though.
Right, but then you roll Destiny for, which would just be a single d20.
Oh!
The 8 and the 12
Oh,
were
it's
the
because it's
Destiny
been rolling
ones.
twice. Yeah, because Gwen's
Oh.
Yeah, it's been rolling twice
twice
for me, unfortunately. So I
Yeah.
got 6 and 14, 8
Oh.
and 12.
Yeah, that's fair then.
This is why I'm burning another spell slot.
Okay, then you don't die. Now, you still suffer...
Suffer any effects of a successful saving throw. So if there's some added spice, I still get got.
I'm more curious about, like, technically, what is the effect? Because the effect is not the same for you as it would be for someone else. I just find it funny that you put the effect, which is you getting to level 6 and dying, on someone else, and you just kill a grung outright. Technically, I think it just gets drunk.
If I'm down, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Not me, you.
Join me.
You put on how far can you affect them?
It's that guy.
And last but not least, because he too is at 5,
Yeah.
and did not get to throw a single punch while he was on 5.
Poor Jones.
And he's at disadvantage on con saves. DC 20.
Come on,
Can
Jones. Pass.
Jones?
Nope.
Jones cannot.
Oh.
How the
Define
wait,
your
wait!
situation.
No, wait. Wasn't the? I don't know how this works,
He
Chris.
threw up.
No.
He's at 4.
Well,
Yeah, and then he drank again. And
yeah, he
went to
drank
5
again, went back to 5. No, how does the elixir cocktail work? Because I think it's you can't
yeah.
die while you're connected to someone, or do they both die?
That'd be funny.
Share resistances and immunities. One takes damage, the other takes half instead. Communicate telepathically. Once during the spawn, you cast counterspell or shield. It doesn't work against exhaustion.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Jones.
What have I got?
What you got? What you got there?
I'm looking. I don't think I've got anything.
I got fuck all.
I've used everything.
I burned a lot in that fight as well of my like passive abilities.
So I have spell slots, just not the spells.
To be fair, since Point's at 4, I'm going to allow Point to take the extra level of exhaustion. Because it puts everyone to 5, except
Yeah.
for Lou, and I think that's quite funny.
Lou, the
take
only person that tried drinking and was fine the entire time.
More importantly, it makes you all so drunk that you're all 1 level away from death.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You all are going to look forward to the breakfast Alvina is going to make for you all tomorrow.
You're lucky you're not within 30 foot. I would have made you drunk.
Just,
If only you were
That
a
is
bit
bad for
closer.
everything. For everyone.
Okay, with that, you all pass out for the most part, except for Alvina, but we'll come back to that in the morning. What matters
Yeah.
now is that this fight comes to an end. The party has successfully had a merry old time and defeated in their hazy, fog-riddled brains the Grung warrior spirit. Where did this spirit come from? What was this spirit doing? You may never know. And we'll take our small little 5-minute break there as we will return with one of the characters waking up.
Was the spirit Cotton Eye Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Thanks. Is there a cotton frog of some description? No, there's a cottonmouth snake. Is there a cotton frog?
Google.
Alright, but yes, you have successfully managed to defeat Grung Warrior Spirit, although just
Barely. Yeah, it was a pretty brutal one.
it's a good thing Lou had that in that spell, because otherwise some of you may have genuinely died.
We would have lost at least one person, pretty much guaranteed, I think, honestly.
Yep.
Yep.
But yes, with all that, we're back in 5 minutes to see the morning aftermath of this late night encounter. Alright, see you in 5.
Yeah.
Hey.
There
Okay,
is
now-
technically a cotton frog, as it's a, like, plushie of a frog in, like, a suit.
Yeah, it's a frog made of cotton.
Yeah, but that's the only one.
Okay, so I missed most of that.
We won.
Nothing much. We won. No.
Yeah,
We
there
won,
is
nobody
something
died.
that Point gets another point of exhaustion.
Yeah, instead of Jones dying, I became slightly more drunk because now everyone is on level 5 drunk.
Yeah,
and one
everybody
level away
apart
from
from me
dying.
and you is pissed out of their minds to the point they can't walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alright. I didn't need to walk. I could just stand there and take the blows anyway. Because
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest,
you
I
know,
know
me.
I know why you fall unconscious, Zormir, by the way. At the end of
If
the
I-
night.
if I put shield onto my thing, I'd be at 36 now.
Yeah, you're getting knocked unconscious. I'm going to knock you out.
Alright,
and take
now-
you
and
to
turn it
bed so
down.
you don't die.
Well, I never broke concentration.
You
Hmm.
No, I'm taking I'm literally going to, at this point, take everybody to bed and put them in their beds, probably tied to the bed in certain cases.
Yeah, but
turning-
Lou's still fucked.
Oh yeah, I can't help with that. Do you want me to
Yeah,
take a crack at
that-
repairing you? It's gonna end badly, I'll tell you that now.
I mean,
That's what
you
I'm
could
saying.
punch him.
Lou's still
It could
fucked.
work.
Everybody else is completely pissed, bar you.
Yeah.
So
You'll get
My
repaired.
best hopes were the Point and Zormir.
I gotta be
But
honest,
they're completely gone, and I don't trust.
you
Don't
don't
trust them with surgery.
you don't
With
want them
that
to
state.
produce surgery on you at drunk level 5. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
You will
One
end up
level
with a
from
new head.
death. I mean, I don't know if that would be so bad. It
No,
depends where the head is.
Your head will be in the coffee pot or something, and you'll have a grung stitched up into your body armor. Somehow.
No, just grung legs.
Oh, Total
For some
Recall.
reason. Little grung legs.
My brain just went to like Kermit,
but
but
my-
wearing
my
a full
original
suit
point-
and like massive chest plate and shoulders now.
Yeah, Kermit in like armor.
Yeah. Well, no, like human-sized armor was my mental image. It wasn't Kermit in Kermit-sized armor. It was like the head poking out and just the feet underneath, and the rest was just a giant suit of plate mail.
Basically, after this fight, I lose like 5 armor extra, 5 extra
Yeah.
armor from that fight. I was like, bloody hell! If I had any more armor, I'd just tank the butcher's blows as well.
I don't know, the dude had a 29 to hit.
Hmm.
There's a reason that Zormir is not the person we put to fight the butcher. Let's put it that way.
Mm.
Zormir is possibly the worst party member to fight the butcher, because all his durability comes from armor.
Mm.
Yeah, but if my armor gets up to 29 extra,
Well, here's the bit. Then he needs to roll, what, a 3 to hit you? With his,
Do you
like,
remember what
6
Zormir
attacks
did do in that
around.
fight?
With his, like, 6 attacks around.
Zormir was the instigator of the distraction.
Yeah, and
It's like, come on, bitches, you think you can take me?
Yeah, after I
I
got
did.
yeeted because the butcher got annoyed with how annoyingly sturdy I was. And it's fine. I saved
fucking
Gwent's.
bad.
I saved Gwent's life because I taught the butcher to use his Vorpal sword on Zormir so that it would kill him instantly and not kill Gwent.
That was
You
so
I didn't
bad.
die.
I got you, Gwent. I
First
could have.
set.
You didn't die by a miracle. I'm gonna be honest.
Still didn't die.
No, you died to a random
Yeah,
like
but-
spod like an hour later though.
But it's a case of how the fuck did you not die?
Yeah, it wasn't a skill-based survival. It was a blind luck level survival.
It was like a whole platoon against you.
Yeah. And I think the reason why the butcher didn't kill you is because he didn't get to you before we actually teleported you out.
It's because he didn't have a
Or we
tin
ran.
opener.
No, he didn't. That good. The butcher definitely had a tin opener. Remember what happened to the freaking what was it?
Yeah.
Diva?
yeah.
Not the diva. The planetar. That got
Yeah.
decapitated
was-
with his first attack.
Was it not the first
It was his first swing of the combat.
first turn for
Nat 20.
anybody in
Yeah,
the
nat-
whole situation? He was the first one to go.
He was the first enemy to go, I think, at least, and he just rolled the dice,
Yeah.
instantly nat 20'd, Vorpal Blade, cut dice.
Like, what
Okay.
just happened?
And I had a brawl with him. It was a good fight, actually. I was really hyped about that fight, I'm gonna be honest. I survived a full round of attacks from a god and wasn't bloodied.
And I beat a god. And
You
he
did.
fucked me over.
It's fucked. Honestly, the person that's come out worst on you beating a god is the point.
Yeah.
Because they died from you beating that god.
So I don't
As I
think
said
Gambit
earlier,
did
that
save
was the
Lou's
point's
life.
fault.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
Gamble
right.
responsibly.
Gambit response.
Especially when death is on the line.
Mm.
Chris
Well, I
has been-
suppose technically you could say it was Zormir's fault. He pushed the button.
Time challenge. Next person to fall gets granted a D6 bonus or debuff to character of their choice.
What?
Chris is promoting causing us chaos
Yeah.
in chat.
Oh, I need to get the world of Alterra up. Whereas
I don't see which chat. Is it Twitch chat?
I'm assuming Twitch
Yeah.
chat.
No, because it said that we'll be right back screen.
Yeah, in the
There's
chat.
still a chat. There's still a chat.
I didn't have Twitch chat open. I closed it.
And I was saying, I have my own Twitch chat up because I'm moderating it. But World
I've
of
just got
Alterra,
welcome
where
to
are
the
you?
chat room.
There it is.
Yeah, because you didn't join early enough to.
Yeah.
No, I had it. There was chat on the Twitch channel. Because I've got it in my
Yeah, I'm on that
OBS.
right now. Sheepbeard's went, and Wolf
Yeah.
is gone. Got him.
Get him.
Or
Mm.
get him.
So Chris, if you're listening, some of us were paying attention to Twitch chat. Just not all of us.
Well, he's muted. I don't know if he's listening.
He's still getting more, isn't
He's getting a
always
drink.
listening.
That's what I'm saying. He's muted, but I don't know if he's listening. You know,
Oh, that was a very fun fight.
wireless.
That was a very fun fight though. That was very silly. I loved it. And yeah, good to
Like-
note that Lou still had a disintegrate in the tank.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This
I
is
missed that one.
yeah, this is why
Um,
everybody in the world, if you've got a caster who has level 6 or above spells, and you've got the option to take disintegrate, take disintegrate. Just do it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
It's always fun.
I looked through all of them, and for some reason I didn't see disintegrate on 6th level, and I thought I'd cast it at 7th level, but
Yeah.
obviously it was 8th level.
Yeah, it's like, it's because you've not got to lock in which spell is what. So, just having Disintegrate on your spell list, you can cast it with any number of your 6th, 7th, 8th, and above spell slots. As long as you've got them.
Even if it's a first level spell, you can cast it at 8th, 9th level.
Yeah.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You
Hello.
wait to get new followers is to give them D6s.
Good bet.
I see.
Are you?
Yes.
It's not at all what I
Um,
did in Geddon, where I said you could gift a sub to roll the D10,000 dice. See what
When
happens.
did you do that? Which campaign and who?
That was Geddon, you were in that.
Oh God! Imagine I got one of those.
You did.
That was a suppressed memory.
Did
No,
I
it-
get one of them?
You got one. I think it nearly killed you, that one. It didn't actually kill you, that one. That was other dice. That was
Oh,
me.
that's a surprise.
No, Bob died a lot in Geddon. I think he
Yeah,
died
that's what
like
I'm
10
saying.
times with that single character.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's a surprise that never killed him.
Yeah. Everything else killed him.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it
thank
was
you for
alright.
calling
I
us
was...
Daisy125. Please select your character you would like to either help or hinder going forward. And they will gain a buff or debuff.
Hell.
Your
Choose
choice.
Jones.
That's just cruel.
Well, we go against Jones.
If it's Jones, buff Jones.
Jones.
I'm about to say, if it's
Buff
Jones, buff
Jones.
Jones. Jones is great.
But with that, let's see, who will be the first to wake up? Alvina is already awake, so we'll
Yep.
discount them. Who was the most drunk out of all of that? You know, we started this with Zormir, so I kind of like
only
the
need,
concept
6
of starting with
hours.
Zormir again.
So possibly me.
Oh yeah, Lou
Possibly.
does actually have less time to sleep.
Yeah.
Like Alvina.
But he is
Yeah,
still
but they're
drunk.
broken.
Oh yeah, fair point. Yeah, you're broken. You don't get it.
They're broken until the point
have-
fixes them.
I'm
I
gonna.
have sore cogs and sore nuts.
So
I
as
bet.
we
Yeah, that always
turn,
happens to me after drinking. Yeah.
At least I get a long rest, right, Chris?
yes, you all gain the benefits of a long rest, so we can
Yay,
wipe out
you're
all
being
the effects
Florence
because I'm not
Nightingale.
tracking these effects
Oh, thank
anymore.
God.
Cool.
You're setting up all the IVs.
Okay, we'll lose all our exhaustion
It's
levels, or
all
does it only-
bacon. It's all bacon.
You lose all your exhaustion levels. You are all.
Well, it's
It will
ju-
translate
just
to
one exhaustion level.
hangover instead.
It's because it's from drunk,
Yeah,
not like normal exhaustion, so it probably works
Mm.
differently, right? It's just
Yeah.
using the exhaustion table for a different status effect.
I just like that idea. If you drink enough, you dry. But so all of you gain the benefits of a long rest. All of your drunk levels, which is pretty much 5, except for Lou, who is undergoing effectively a different mechanic. So we'll come back to that later.
But the ironic thing is, Lou needed a long rest because he needed the health.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're still
did.
fucked on hell.
Yeah, but the even more ironic thing is, going into this session, I was at full health.
Oof.
Well, now you're not. Well, technically, you're also still at full health. Technically.
Yeah, it's just much lower. So going forward, everyone who was drunk now has a -5 to all of their rolls.
Oof.
Oh.
At least until you're no longer hangover.
Shit.
Lou will get to you later because you weren't technically drunk. You were impaired.
You were broken.
Yeah, you were broken, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna start with Zormir as we roleplay the morning after and see how each character ended up. So Zormir, as you awaken, I want you to first of all describe to me how Zormir feels after all the alcohol has left their system. And secondly, where you believe Zormir ended up sleeping that night.
Same
So
place as,
how do you feel and where are you?
same place as he was last time. We was trying to sleep strapped to the bed.
Yep,
It's
I-
all up on the wall.
I carried everybody to bed.
And, like,
And for Zormir, I specifically knocked him unconscious and then carried him to bed and tied him to the bed.
Very fair. So, Zormir, how are you feeling this morning?
Ow. Well, ow! Why am I sticky? Oh, my hand! Oh. Where's my hair? Oh, God. Did I get drunk again?
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna.
Again?
It was a pretty good knot.
And what?
It's a pretty good tidy to the bed. I literally.
Did you try? Did I get that drunk? You tied me to the bed so I didn't wander off.
I'm not in the room with.
No, you
I'm not in
had a
your room
good
with you.
time.
Yep, Zormir, you find yourself alone in your room. Alvina, is there anything on the bedside cabinet next to him?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'd say.
shitload of paracetamol.
I'm gonna say there's probably
A
a
bill.
very. How long has it been since it's been that evening? Would you say like 4 hours?
No, we'll say you all slept in a little bit. We'll say it's about just before noon.
Okay.
So assuming you were all up at 4, it's been about like 10 hours.
Okay. Then there probably is just a "this is your fault," very misspelled, just written next to your bed. Yell, and I'll bring you a coffee.
Well, Zormir is yelling.
I'll perception check, see if I hear him. Because I'm assuming that fuck you's servants aren't helpful. I do not hear you.
Oh, you did that one, yes! You don't hear Zormir. Zormir is left yelling in his room for several minutes. Zormir, what would you like to do? There's no coffee materializing.
Oh, God. I'm gonna try and doff my armor, assuming that she's just tied.
Yeah, you are tied to the
down.
bed. You're in your armor, tied up by like rope and baby bedding to the bed.
And
Don't
Like,
know if you
strapped
had a
to
good
it.
time with a grung last night.
I'm gonna try and see what, I'm seeing if the
That's why
stickiness
you're
is
sore.
stopping me doffing the armor off. I'm gonna try and just doff the armor and see if I can get
Alright,
out
roll me a
the
d20.
binding.
Zormir got moisturized last night.
Hey!
Oh, damn.
Alright, luckily for you, it appears that all of the slime has evaporated since last night. Once you no longer had the effect, it started to effectively dissolve as all grung slime does.
And I'm no longer laughing like a.
You're not, no.
You're still
If
bald.
anything, you're just incredibly scowling and grumpy.
You're very bald though. That didn't go away.
What in the hell happened to me? Why am I bald? Fuck you! Did you shave me? It comes storming out into the.
Alright, you slip out of your armor, you start storming out into the central hallway.
And shouting, did fuck you shave me?
We'll say that yes, once you're shouting in the hallway, that DC 10 Alvina will hear you. While you're doing that, though, we're going to move on to the next character, who I believe was Lou.
Yeah, it would be for me sleeping only 6 hours.
And it was the order of operations was Lou second, yeah.
Yeah. So Lou, already you've been awake now for several hours. However, unless the point attempted to operate on you drunk, which I'll leave up to you whether or not they did or not. Yep. So Lou, would you have allowed, in your drunken state, a drunk point to try and fix you?
No, I wouldn't, because I would just be wanting to like lie down, because no full movement, because feeling that cogs in me are too smooth.
Your gyroscope's out of whack.
Yeah.
Well, remember, that stays because you are not biological. You do not sleep over off the hangover. Your body would need to be repaired.
But,
So do you get up then?
He's standing there. He's standing where I'll put him.
I didn't
Right,
knock
give-
out. I
To,
didn't knock
get
out
up
Lou.
and-
I just took them to bed.
Huh? That's fine. That's fine. Luke, give
I
me an
attempt to get
acrobatics
up
check.
and see the point.
Let's find out if you do so. Give me an acrobatics check.
With disadvantage.
With
With disadvantage because you are still broken.
in so many ways. Oh, no, wrong one.
Actually, I might have
Oh,
knocked
this is
out
gonna
Lou
be
and taken
bad.
him to bed actually on account of Lou actually shooting
Not
people.
bad.
You know what? Maybe I did.
Okay, so you managed to move forward. You've kind of learned how to adapt to the gyration
I
issues.
feel I'd be sort of still kind of staggering, but not drunk and staggering.
Okay, you managed to
Just
open
like
through the door.
atrophied in your legs.
Just like broken leg, kind of limping
Yeah.
along.
And
Okay.
you come out into the
And I'm
hallway
woke.
as Alvina also arrives. The three of you see a shouting Zormir,
Zormir,
who
put
is
some
bald and
pants on!
armorless.
Put some
Goblin
pants on!
shit me.
Back in your room! Nope, you did that to yourself.
What?
Don't ask, get some pants on first. And then you'll get your coffee.
Be quiet, Zormir. Just shush.
You shut up too. My head's spinning.
I'm trying to, but you're making it difficult.
Lou, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea if a painkiller would work on you. Do you want knocking out?
I go staggering back to my room. Naked.
I don't think I can help with whatever the
Alvina.
hell's wrong with you, Lou. Do you want me to knock you out and get...
Alvina, there's a switch in the back of my neck.
Off.
Press that, it'll reset me.
You got it. It literally walks around. Do
Switch.
I see a
It's
switch?
like turn it on and off.
Do I see a switch? Do I see multiple
We did
switches?
establish that, yes.
Do I see multiple switches, or is there only one?
Oh, I have no idea.
Lou?
I'll leave that up to Neil.
There's just one that's
Okay.
literally an on-off switch.
I will switch the on-off switch. This is gonna be really bad in a battle,
So
by the
read
way.
the switch.
I will
It's
turn
fine.
Lou on and off.
It's a
Concealed pouch.
it's a gimmicky, a convenient switch that only appears for plot progression.
Cyclically attuned. It's
Hang
the
on a
silver
minute.
chains. It's the silver chains that's causing the switch to happen.
Also, I've been watching the IT crowd. So, you know.
Zormir potters back into his room. Alvina is turning Lou on or off, then back on again. As we go over to who would be next?
I just realised how that
believe it was-
sounded.
Gwent. Hey, you worded it, not me.
Yeah, you said.
Gwent.
No, you were.
How are you feeling, and where are you waking up? Presumably your room, but I don't know if Alvina knows where your room is.
I know.
Even if they were put in their room, they've dragged themselves into the bathroom and slept in the bathtub because it's nice and cold.
That is fair. I would have put you in the bedroom, but I don't think you're that much of a rowdy drunk, particularly, so I wouldn't have, like, KO'd you to do it. So, do what you want.
Nope, just a rambly drunk. And I moved myself to the shower room, enjoying the cold porcelain.
You do so.
You're bringing a
We go
different
over
god.
to who was next? Fukyu was next, I believe. Fukyu, how are you feeling, and where do you wake up?
So fuck you wakes up on deck, hung from one of the mast posts, just tied by his ankle.
We're
What
not
mast
on the Dawn
post?
Riser.
What?
So you
You're
know
not-
where the sails go.
No, because there are no set of scales.
We're in
Where
the
are
mansion.
you?
Are
Where
we
are
in
you?
the Are we in the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, your boat's on the other side of the realm.
Yeah. So we are.
I was
It's
literally like,
mansion. Maybe
it
a
could be a
mast has
boat.
just
There could
appeared.
be a boat. I don't know.
Have you got a boat in there as well?
Inside Fucky's room is a
We don't know.
boat.
It's
I,
just
fine.
for some reason, I thought we were back on the ship.
No, that's on the
in-
other end of the continent.
On
Yeah.
the ship is a doorway to the mansion, and in the mansion there's a full replica of the Dawn Riser in Fukyu's room.
I buy it.
Does he
I
like
believe it.
In the Dawn Riser, he has his own little cabin again.
Yeah.
No.
His murder room.
No. In that case, fuck you will be just laying under the table, like somehow legs wrapped around all the chairs, just completely out of it.
Lampshade on.
Lampshade on, and
the lamp.
Yeah,
that's
so
where he
nobody
wakes
can
up.
see him.
Seems the lamp had a good time last night as well. Good to know.
But did it get
Okay,
switched
okay.
on?
Mm.
Go.
And then last but not least, the point. Hopefully you fix your technical issues. And
Yep.
how? Same question. How are you feeling this morning? And where do you wake up?
Point is definitely tied up, by the way, because you were trying to grab at a drink and on the verge of death. So.
So, yeah, I think you would have gotten me water, and then I would have just crawled over to Jones and just grabbed onto Jones and not let go.
I believe it.
So
You're
I wake
both
up-
tied to the
I
bed
wake
then.
up on
Yeah.
top of Jones.
You're both
Yeah.
tied to a bed then.
Oh, okay.
Dragged him into
Both
the
tied
shower.
together in bed. Is it my
Ooh.
bed? Is it Jones's bed? Is it a different bed?
It's
Who
a
knows?
messy bed.
I'll
Liz,
leave
you're
that up to
very
you.
tied down. You're very tied down.
I think there was any hanky-panky that was just enforced cuddling.
I don't know. Well, I can't get them apart. Fuck it. I'm just gonna tie them both to the bed. It'll be easier.
Jones opened his eyes, nice and refreshed. You can see that his skin is glowing, it's glistening. Somehow his hair looks immaculate. He's got great bed head.
Alvina, what did you do?
Well,
I also have great bed head. It's fine. This is just me. I gave him hair tips.
Oh, morning, Point.
running.
Where are we?
I think I'm still dreaming, so.
One is Point's room. Two is Jones's room. It's in Jones's room.
We seem to be tied to the bed.
Yep, definitely still dreaming.
Jones manages, let's see, a 25 tied to the bed.
That's a pretty good roll for me, honestly. I'm okay with it. So, he's definitely gonna
let's see what we
break.
got here.
It's not that bad. You should be good at it.
What I got in here? I guess acro. Where's your athletics? Oh wow, you do not have proficiency in athletics. I should change that.
But see you. That's surprising, actually.
Yeah.
I actually could. I actually could use thievery for it because it is like a knot, and he's good at like all those kind of skills, so he might be able to lockpick it.
Yeah, but that would require him to think about that.
Bad point.
He just tries to like wiggle out of the bed. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
The Point. How are you
Stop that.
finding this?
Pretty enjoyable.
Uncomfortable, but also pleasant.
You know, your hangover, you've got a massive migraine. Someone next to you is just wiggling on the bed trying to get out.
Stop that. They're just gonna pat.
You
Point,
pat
are you
the
okay?
abs.
You seem a little grey.
Open eyes, a little bit more. Look at scenario I'm in.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Do
you know how to get out? Do you see any bit of what?
So did he say I look great or I look grey?
Grey.
Grey.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're like very clearly hangover, and he looks like he's ready to go for a morning jog.
Yeah.
Walkies.
Walkie.
Like
Can I
he does not look hangover in the slightest.
That seems like Jones. I would have like bet on Jones being the type that just doesn't get.
How
know
are
what
you so
happens when you
perfect
throw
even
up.
after that?
Trust me, we know.
I'm gonna do just small directed
Yeah,
fire
wow.
at the rope.
You watch as he continues trying to just like flop like a fish to get out. As you do so,
I've realised the joy that Jones can't
Uh,
actually get out with an acrobatics check.
he manages to while still throwing himself out of the bed, manages to not hurt himself, and he manages to land on his feet. You just watch him as he just does some like morning stretches. This man is fully ready to just go for his morning routine.
I'm just gonna stay there and watch. Just half-lit eye, just oh god. At least the morning view is nice.
You do so. As let's see who we got left. That's taking care of Jones. Nobody's seen Abby yet. I think we just go back to Alvina. Alvina, give us
Hang
a
on.
what?
Abby wasn't. No, Abby was drinking, but
Abby
just
went to
inside
bed
for
before the
reasons.
fight.
No, she got grunged.
No,
Yeah, that's what I mean. She, before the fight really got in, she
yeah.
went to bed.
Yeah.
She
I
wasn't
will-
feeling too good.
I will
She
have.
disappeared inside, and we've not seen her since.
Alvina will have probably knocked on the door. Doubt there'll have been an answer. So,
When did you knock on the door, or when would you knock on the door?
probably would have been pretty much immediately upon getting back in when I took everyone else's, so it would have been before the long rest.
Okay.
Which he might have been asleep or something.
You don't hear anything. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume she's asleep.
Okay.
And I will go have the long rest. Then when I wake up, I'll check on her again. And I will knock on the door.
You would most likely get an answer. Let me just double check something real quick. Okay. Yes, you hear a kind of meek voice call out, enter.
Hey, Abby, how you feeling?
Let's see, how would this manifest? One second. DM needs to do some thinking on the NPC's personality to make sure it's accurate.
I mean, if reference does look bright-eyed, bushy-tailed as normal, so...
Okay. You come in and give me a perception or insight check, your choice.
The temptation to just roll insight because it's probably going to fail is very tempting. But I'll roll perception. Because it does make more sense. 13.
13, okay. You notice that her hair is slightly shorter and a little bit messier, as if she's cut it herself.
She gave herself bangs.
Maybe.
No.
It's like terrible
That's
John
bad.
Gale choices.
And you notice that there appears to be a piece of paper at her desk, along with like several training equipments around the room, as if she's been organizing things. You can also see some slight bags under her eyes, as she's not slept yet.
Did some food and to go have a nap. You don't look like you've slept since last night.
I haven't. Alvina?
Mhm.
Do you care what people think of you?
To a degree. Like a little bit.
Why don't... I don't know if this question will make sense to you. Why don't you care more than you seem to?
I mean, I generally just paused and thought, it's like, I guess? Because, well, it's life. What? Why worry about what other people think of you? if you're right in your own head, what does it matter that everyone else thinks?
I see. And what if you don't know what's right? Like, how do you decide what it is you should be doing?
Well, how I always do it, I don't know if this was for everybody, but how I always do it is I go with just what my gut tells me. You know? Like, if I feel it's a bad idea, or it'll definitely end badly, I'll go, I might not do it. But if there's a good enough reward at the end, it's quite often worth the risk. And it usually ends up alright. Ouch.
Yep.
It's quite funny because you say the literal words that have been playing on her mind. Of what if your gut is constantly feeling bad because you can't stop?
I mean, that could just be something you ate or drank.
Or in her case, it's grung
Well, the
ooze.
effect of grung poison.
Yeah, grung.
Abby goes quiet and kind of turns away from you, Alvina, focusing back on her desk.
I'm gonna roll it to see if I understand what the concept is. Insight. Alvina is for once actually perceptive.
You get the impression that Abigail is frustrated with your answer, and has decided not to continue this conversation with you. She's effectively giving you the cold shoulder.
That's a bad sign. Abby, what's up? I can tell something's up. I like the hair, by the way.
It's nothing.
Nah, I don't believe that. What's wrong? Come on, you can talk to me.
I don't mean to be rude, Alvina, but I don't think I can on this issue. I don't think you'd understand.
Oh, well. Fair enough.
It's nothing personal. It's just you're very different, Alvina, than most people.
Yeah. I get that.
I don't think I can be like you.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't try to be. Being yourself is way better than being me. I'm telling you that for a fact.
I think this is just something I need to think about on my own, or with somebody who understands more.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Could you bring me some food later, and I'll try and get some sleep.
You got it.
I do appreciate you, Alvina. I might have to find what I'm looking for elsewhere with a different trainer.
That's entirely fair. I give her a big hug. I'll let you sleep in properly and actually get some sleep. I'll bring you some food in a few hours.
Thanks.
And Alvina gives a big, great white shark of a grin, and just walks out and goes to do what she has been doing, basically.
All right, you do so.
Meaningful character moment. Hell yeah.
That is Abigail. All right. Then the rest of you can all meet up for food to do whatever you want. Is anybody wanting to do anything of roleplay or story importance before you go back out into the Grung village?
I'm going to see if I can grab Lou and just start poking around. Just half drunk still, just like, it's fine. It's fine. Just
poking around.
Just
Still a
needing a bit of
tender,
reset.
Clint.
It's fine.
When I eventually get out of bed, I will go and fix Lou. Or try and fix Lou.
Lou was going to speak to the point. So, Lou,
Okay.
Chris,
First of all,
Point, when
what
you get-
is? Yeah, one second. What is Gwent's intention of poking around Lou?
I'm trying to fix him. I'm using mending. I'm trying to be good. But in
Oh,
the
you did a
half drunk, just trying to help way. Like, it's cool. I can get this. You'll be fine. I can reset you. Don't worry.
Okay, give
If
me
you think you can do it, Gwen, then okay.
Oh no.
give me an Arcana check, Gwent. Remember, this will be with a -5 for your hangover.
14's not bad though.
14 could be a lot worse.
Okay, it is still a success.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it's just a DC 10.
Fair.
Well, it's not like Lou did anything complicated. Lou just
Sure.
effectively broke a piece that regulates their, effectively their soberness.
Complication.
Yeah.
He broke his
So-
gyroscope a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, in theory, mending does work. You just have to know where to apply the mending.
See, I feel the point it would be nice and professionally done. Zormir would make it too technical. Gwen's just shoving in like a paperclip and like twisting stuff until it
You're
works.
MacGyvering Lou's brain.
Instinctive.
Are you going
Arcana.
to lose vertebrae?
But
It's
it will
like
fix his
acupuncture.
wrongness. Yeah, no, it's fine.
You've clearly slipped a disc in here, puts in a CD.
Yeah.
Guys.
Zorm. Yeah. Zormir's
Well, yeah,
gonna-
Gwen succeeds.
Zormir's gonna look for Alvina after getting his armor back on, and untying it and putting it back on, and
Follow the
go
follow the smell
stomping
of
through the place.
follow the smell of
Coffee.
bacon.
Stomps through the place to find coffee.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he.
It would be coffee. It
yeah.
would be it would basically roughly, for anyone who knows, an espresso but in a mug that would normally be for like a cappuccino. Like just
I think
just
okay.
like half a pint of pure black coffee. Extremely
think-
strong.
I'll catch you just as you're leaving Abby's room. Just because I stomped after you. Where the hell are they? There they are. Stomps to you at the. So where's the coffee?
It was in the kitchen where I
Hello?
left it.
Waves at Abby behind him.
And I walked out of the door and I definitely would have closed it behind me. She's getting some nap. She's getting some sleep. She hasn't slept.
Okay, why? Ow.
Yeah, let's
Did
get
you
you
get
into
as
the
drunk as
kitchen.
that?
Let's get you to the kitchen.
Ugh.
Did
Grung poison affected her weirdly last night.
Did I end up saving some other culture or something again? Was drunk?
Not,
Louis,
not really.
Grant.
Lou did. Lou kind of did.
One second, let's go back and forth so everyone gets a little bit. Neil, what were you saying?
We would say, Gwen, that feels slightly better. Look, thanks, Gwen.
See, all you need is a bit of spit and a fork from the kitchen. Just like janking it on the inside. Just
Are you still going to go to the point, or are you content with Gwent's fix?
I'll still see the point, just in case Gwen may
Okay.
have missed something. As much
We'll
as
come
Lou
back to-
appreciates the help Gwen's done,
He's actually disabled
Okay.
the
to
left
see if
arm.
there's more severe problems.
We'll come
honestly
back to that
fair,
in a
but it still
second, then.
hurts.
Back to Zormira and Alvina in the kitchen.
Or in the corridor, yeah. I'm walking him back to the kitchen. I'm going like, yeah,
Yeah.
she needs some sleep. Just don't worry about it.
Okay,
There we
there
go.
you go.
But yeah. No,
Coffee.
Lou kind of saved the civilization. We all did great. It was a good party.
I remember slightly laughing like a maniac and trying to kill a giant frog.
Yep, that happened.
Okay. At least I'm not going completely insane.
The reason you're bald, by the way, fuck you, didn't shave you. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You did kind of get set on fire by licking a frog yesterday. I don't know. That just kind of happened, and I put you out.
Okay.
That's the
Thank
best
you.
I can describe because I don't know what the hell happened.
As the camera pans away to that, Fuku, would you like to do anything?
No, fuck you've just still tangled up in the chairs. He's just
In
content
the
to lay there.
kitchen.
Very fair.
Mm.
A point. Lou eventually comes.
Technical difficulties.
Eventually comes to find you, and you are able to inspect them if you would like.
Yep, I'll have a look.
Yeah, give me an
Oh.
Arcana check with a -5.
-5. Subtract the 5 later. Once it rolls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when I say that, I fully expect you all just to roll normally, and then we'll deduct the 5. It's easier.
Nothing.
14 as well.
14.
As well, actually.
Yeah, no, Gwen's done a pretty good job here.
I'm going to flash of genius that for my pride. It's +4, so...
You know what? Makes sense. Makes sense. Legit.
You know
I
what?
want that 19.
They've done the job. They have not used proper parts that would look aesthetically consistent with the rest of Lou. But for a thrown together job, it functionally works.
There's a fork
It's a
sticking out of
bunch.
the back of his head.
Yeah, but it's not right, though.
It's not consistent or
Aesthetically pleading.
not asthmatic.
Asthmatic.
Aesthetically pleasing.
He's actually given Lou asthma now.
I'm tearing out Gwen's fix and doing it properly.
The fork.
God.
I was gonna say I would have said to the point like Gwen helped a bit, so I just wanted
Oh,
a
no,
second opinion just to see if
I
there's
like-
anything
the
more
word you're
severe.
looking
It worked,
Gwen-
but it'll
I like
wear
the-
out in like a century,
like the
and then where you'll be. No, it needs to be
I
done
like-
properly.
I like the visual of you rip it out so he ends up drunk again. So he's and then gets.
It's fine. Nobody healed him. It's fine. Nobody healed him back up. That would have
And
been
then he's-
really funny if Gwen had put a heal into him and he was actually like not a half elf anymore. Point rips it out and it puts him right back down to half elf.
It was a tiefling, not half elf.
Hey, hang on.
Half health.
Oh right,
No
half
idea.
elf.
You're a robot now. Is it?
It fixes you, and you're just like,
Let's have a look.
I'm sober again.
Haha! God.
Yeah, I do like the fact that
No wonder
Lou's
Neil's
actual
character
body
must
and soul is still just trapped in this pyramid.
Yeah.
I
It's
want-
been like that for a
Hey.
while. Maybe you should solve that at some point.
While fixing Lou, I'm going to work
The
something
point
in
was
that
on
I will work out a message Chris later.
You're building a kill switch into Lou, aren't you?
that.
My current
Alright.
idea is the opposite.
A
Is
life switch.
Like, if you pull that out again, it heals him.
Fascinating.
Let's see what spells I've got.
Don't tell Alvina.
Yeah,
about
okay,
that.
okay. So you all go about your morning, curing your hangovers in whatever various ways you do, whether it be greasy food or healthy food, whether it be, nice relaxation, caffeine, or something else. We all have our different methods. Eventually, when you do go back out into the Grung forest, life appears to have returned to normal. The Grung are none the wiser. They've repaired all the damage to all of the destroyed structures, and the fire tree has been kind of chopped down and cleared out, so new life can form there.
Never kill the naga.
And as you come out, a representative of the Grung runs up to you, holding what appears to be a large iron horn engraved with Grung imagery on it.
This is what I think it is.
Yeah. Who wants it?
I'll take it. Why not?
Oh yeah, that ran out.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, my doppelgangers are no longer here anymore, right?
No, they would have
cast
disappeared
comprehend
after
languages.
the long rest.
Yeah.
Does that do it on everyone, or...?
Did they speak common at all, or did they
No,
just all
they were
speak
right.
Grung?
They speak
I
Grung.
cast comprehend languages to see what he says.
Certainly. You all do various things. 1 second. Let's clean up the map a little bit. Oh,
Ah!
Good
You
clean.
did clean up the map. You did clean the map. Scorched
That
her.
was more than a little bit.
Too clean, too clean.
Why is it just a dead Grung? Did we kill someone last night?
No,
I
that's
think
the.
that, I think that was
we
the
killed
illusory
the-
grung.
No,
But
not
it
that
was-
one.
one.
That one.
Oh no, there's one. There's
It's
dead
just
one
a
there.
dead
Spirit.
one. Who did we kill?
That's a spirit. That was a spirit one.
One second.
It was purple.
Back here.
The spirit grung was purple.
Oh yeah, I
but he
changed
was
his
made
color.
big
Oh,
and then
okay. I was like, did we kill someone? I remember that.
Three kills. No, he's
I
he's
killed
there
two.
to make everything blue,
Ah, okay.
so that way I can get a nice morning vibe to it.
Yeah, fair enough. Then.
All right, so a couple of you cast various comprehending spells, so you can understand the grung language. As the grung looks at each of you and appears to be saying, "Great warriors of the grung, you have successfully earned the favor of the grung warrior. The warrior would like you to have this as a representation of your newfound authority over the grung.
What did it say, Lou?
Here you go."
Thank you. What did he say, Lou?
We're the grand warriors of the grung, and
To aid
This
you in your
is a
battle against the Naga.
It's Kermit the Frog.
I'm about to say, I was not
No.
going to say it, but it's really Kermit. It's extremely Kermit. That is a great Kermit
This
impression, by the way,
sword
Chris.
is,
I don't know if it was intentional, but my God, it was good.
It's only semi-intentional.
Kermit the Frog here.
Honestly, I was trying to go with something very froggy. So I was taking Kermit's inspiration, I just didn't think it would get particularly close.
You got pretty damn close.
time
Yeah.
to get
It's going
Irish.
slightly Welsh now.
You guys are going slightly more
Yeah,
little.
no.
You're going slightly more Little Britain. Now.
Okay.
It's an Iron Horn of Valhalla, right, Chris?
No, it's an
Explain
iron
everybody
horn
what you
of
said.
grung.
Grunghalla.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. There's got to be a pun here. Nope.
Frog
Alright,
Halla!
I will think of a pun for next week.
Froghalla.
Froghala, yeah.
But yes, you are now successfully the leaders of the grung.
Yay!
Yay.
They will now call at when the horn sounds for aid.
God, parade.
When you obviously it is effectively a reflavored horn from Valhalla.
Yep.
Iron Edition. When you call it, you will summon the spirits of the grung warriors.
Hell yeah.
And any grung in the area will also come to aid you. As the armies of the grung magically appear.
They're all
Okay.
camouflage. So,
Oh
you
shit,
know.
yeah, it's an Iron Horn. I forgot that Iron was the highest level.
Thank you. Tell them.
Who's looking after it?
Me, because I can use it.
Okay.
I don't know how many of the party can even use this, by the way. It requires all martial weapons.
Ah, yeah.
Which there's not actually that many of us that have all martial weapons, because most people have piecemeal.
Oh, it's all.
All of them. It's not
martial
like
weapons.
specific ones, it's all of them. Yeah.
It's not just.
No, it's
all
not
the
just one
people
of...
that have martial weapons.
Yeah, you
To
actually...
be fair, I'll reflavor the requirements because this is designed to be used for anyone who partook in the fight.
Oh, okay.
As you have all earned the favor of the great grung warrior. So the requirement will literally just be you have to have earned the favor of the grung warrior.
It was one of us. If we die, the backup can't use it.
Okay.
So you are all the joint kind of leading warriors of the grung. They all view you as grung yourselves. You are honorary grung in this village.
Hey.
And if you blow the horn, the grung will come to your aid.
Hell yeah. I'm not at all just
but that-
writing another title onto Alvina, Honorary Frog.
But with that
Explain
is
all
effectively
that
where
to
we'll come to an end this session. You can spend as long as you want in the grung and in the grung village, learning whatever you want about them before moving on. I assume our aim is still to go towards the
The palace.
palace.
Fuck you's
Yep, fuck
palace.
you, Palace, yep.
Yep, and the grung can assist you in your path to get you close to it, and also because Chris is bored with traveling now,
That's fair.
so the grung can help you travel through the mountains. As this is
Grung Palanquin.
effectively their territory and get you to the outer boundaries of the palace region, where there will be more Naga patrols.
Hell yeah.
I've got a really stupid flavor thing that will probably backfire completely if Chris allows it.
Oh no.
So I
Which is
think it's
since the Grung can see the entrance to the mansion, can they just like pick it up and take it with them?
They can see it. I don't think it can be moved.
yeah. I don't think evolutionary. Their eyes are enhanced. I don't think that quite applies to their fingers. But they'll speed you along. I think with the Grung's help, it cuts the travel time in half. So you are able to get there in like 2 to 3 days to the outer region before they won't go any further, because at that point it's too heavily patrolled, and they've learned not to go beyond this mountain range just to the south of you.
That is entirely.
But they'll spit you out there.
Hell yeah. So we're like. Yeah,
So yes, that will be us for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing. Tune in next week as we approach the palace of Salavin the Mighty, who has already been defeated.
We've already killed the boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
But to give you a little preview of the next session, you actually, as you are stumbling through this area, you come across a combat that is already in progress, and it appears to be several spirit warriors and what appears to be a blood naga in a confrontation. It looks like news of Zalavin's defeat has already reached the other nearby kingdoms, and they have come to invade it.
Target-rich environment, everybody.
Everybody's an enemy.
So it is no longer just the Naga of the Salavin Mighty you need to worry about. The Naga of Atushi, the Blood Warrior, and the Great Chukan have also arrived on this without the Great Spirit's protection.
Fun.
Zormir has an audience with them.
Yeah. I can't
Oh, yeah,
remember
with the
if it
Great
was
Chukan.
Diplomacy Zormir.
They have what with one of them. They have a.
Yeah, the Great Sukan.
Oh, yeah, actually, it's been another. We've been another week in this area, right, Chris? Total.
Yeah, it was only like 3 days to travel north since the Grung village, so it depends if you're including like the other travel.
Since we got onto the continent in general, it's been about a week now, right?
That is a good question. Who's been keeping count?
You, we hoped.
Yeah, we assumed.
Damn.
One.
Why would you assume me? Never assume me. I don't care how many travels. What's this for?
Because I'm learning Naga from Zorme while he can still speak it.
Okay, because I don't think you learned anything while you were all traveling underwater. You had to constantly keep moving
That's
there.
probably 2 days,
So it
Naga
would.
sign language.
Yeah, so it's an extra 2 days. You were traveling by foot. You can do 1 hex per day, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's been 7 days, so it's been a week.
Yeah, at 1 point into it. I'm trying to do it before we kill Salavin the Great Sukan. Because we don't know if it dispels the blessing at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, you learned the majority of the basics as you were getting there, and then you've been distracted for the last like couple days, but in the last 2 days you've managed to kind of recoup it and relearn everything. The Grung watch this with great curiosity and fascination as you're just speaking in the Naga tongue.
It's getting there.
All right. With that, yes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. I'll see you next time. Good night.
See ya!
Bye.
Or
Don't mind.
Cool. Yeah, that's great fun. I love that. Iron Horn of Valhalla, or Froghala. Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, just for reference, the 5th, so 2 weeks, I might be back in time, but I'll be very tired. Bob definitely won't be back in time.
Oh, okay. I've got a 5-hour drive back.
Yeah, you're not gonna be back in time. I have a chance to be, but I'll be bollocks. So, because I got LARP in 2 weeks. So, giving heads up now.
So we're good for the 28th then?
Yeah, 28th
Good
is
for
gonna be
next week,
good.
But not.
The
for next-
5th
Okay.
is probably just a no. for
Yeah, the
me.
5th we should probably take off. That's fine. And then when are you next? Wait, the 12th or the 19th?
12th. It's the 12th.
12th. That's fine. You might.
If
we'll
I'm the
say
only one who
next
can't make
step.
it, then
Yeah.
make it a regular session and.
Yeah, just because I actually quite like taking a one week off each month because it actually gives me time to catch up on all the bookkeeping
Yeah, plot time.
and also just make these encounters more interesting. Because I can recharge my creative energies a little bit more.
Hell yeah, that was a really fun fight, so I'm excited for the other one.
Well, to be fair, that's the combat focus one. The next one's going to be more diplomacy based. I say diplomacy based. I'll have the option of fight, but more you can play people against each other.
Ooh, hell yeah.
So I want to get into
Diplomacy
the division
is
of the three.
killing.
Yeah, but I want this one was like a mandatory fight. It wasn't really an alternative to solving it. The next obstacle has to be have multiple paths rather than just combat.
Yeah, this.
You can choose the combat one, always, but that's your choice at that point.
We
I've
also,
at least provided the option of diversity.
we also get to pick our enemies potentially because we could just side with one side or the other and then immediately turn on the other side, and we get to pick who we fight as well.
I'll play both sides.
As you'll have 3 factions vying for control here.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good laugh. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so tune in tomorrow for probably Monster Hunter. I think tomorrow is the start of the festival, but I'm not 100%. So expect more Monster Hunter. I'll play some None Shall Intrude if I can get it functioning, because the new update's been very mean with my computer. So. But yeah, that was a great time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing. Have a fantastic evening, every single one. You keep playing video games, keep your because all the bits on Twitch. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Have a lovely time and a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.